Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the force. We live, we breathe, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in, night out, doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Well, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge. And at least once a day retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog, I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens. Someone has to deal with it. And who are you going to call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young boys in the school. Well, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite.
The brother's gonna work it out. 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 The brother's gonna work it out.
Yeah, buddies. It's the Ron and Fez show. Springtime is here. It's just beautiful weather. You would think it's a happy, happy day, but once again, I got to bring in Charlie Brown, my partner, the man who can't bet football, Fez Marie Watley.
Hiya, buddies.
Once again, Fezzy, you've had maybe the worst betting season since Bad Luck Schleprock. It's just been absolutely dreadful. And now you've lost to an alcoholic.
I lost to Elfish in the double or nothing hair bet when the Bucks lost to the Redskins 17-10 on Saturday. I don't know how this keeps happening to me.
All right, Earl, you have been the judge and jury of this. What exactly does Fez, Elfish, and baby Andy Reid, Cigar Sid?
Fat baby.
He has to give up the hair.
Yeah.
He has to shave his head, and he has to put them both up. in lovely New York City.
They have to stay at
Casa de Loatley.
Yeah, and that to me is the worst of all.
I may move afterwards.
Now, there are some people complaining on ronfez.net, I had heard today, that here we are with another stupid hair bet. What does Fez care about losing his hair? He's done it so many times. The problem here is having that alcoholic who claims to me online, I want Fez to have a bottle of Jack for me. So he's going to be in your house and drunk.
That was never a condition.
Well, you want to
provide him with booze.
You want to be a good host. Everybody, can I get you a drink? We all grew up that way.
He will stumble off my balcony.
Well,
nice.
there was no stipulations as to
alcohol.
Alcohol. There was no alcohol stipulations at all. It was just put him up.
Unless he wants to go up against my real team, the Seattle Seahawks, that I have always cheered for since I was a kid.
Right.
In my triple or nothing bet.
All right, that is a possibility. Triple or nothing. Now, other people have written in, Ron, why didn't you get involved in this bet? I really couldn't. I back Fez up all the way, but I've never mentioned this before. I am a former member of the Redskins pregame show that I did the very famous Stinks on Ice segment for them. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
I believe I did that with John Riggins. So I am part of the Redskins family. I couldn't bet against them. I might not be able to do pregame sports radio anymore.
So you're like one of those broadcasters, if they're going to call the game, they won't make a pick.
Right.
Chris Collinsworth always pulled that gimmick.
The only one, as a matter of fact. There's not one of those broadcasters. There's only one. I guess they tell them you're not allowed to do that. So I couldn't get involved in this, not as a member of the Redskins family. And I may jump with them next year when they leave JFK. I may go to the new Redskins radio. I don't know at this time.
So I've always cheered for Seattle. That's always been my first and foremost team. Bucks really don't mean all that much to me. I remember, the Bosworth days I go back to.
All the way back that far.
Yeah.
Steve Largent.
Andy Krieg, the quarterback.
It was Dave.
Dave. And their new quarterback now, Baldy, whatever his name is. Love them all.
What about Jim Zorn?
Zorn in the Ring of Honor.
So you want a triple or nothing, and basically now you'll have to have sexual relations with Elfish and Fat Baby.
Oh, yeah. The stakes are going to get a lot higher in triple or nothing.
All right, call the drunk line. Call Elfish, and I hate to have him on the air. I really do. By the way, he has asked me very seriously to stop calling him retard. He goes, he's actually a smart person. He's just an alcoholic and doesn't want me to do it anymore.
I can't believe that's the one thing that gets through the booze filter.
I don't know, but it hurt him pretty bad. So I made him the promise, no more calling him retard.
Well, it's the checkered pants that makes people do it.
And I say that as a former member of the Redskins radio pregame show. Oh, you should have heard it, Fez. It was great stuff.
I think I did hear it.
Oh.
I think I was on it.
Oh.
And I bet anyway.
How could you bet against them then? You may be jeopardizing your position as part of the Redskins family. We got a big show today for you, 866-766-0339. There's a new book out, Fez, that's helping a lot of people. Oh, well, let's see. I should have it here in my office.
Yes, here it is.
It's the Star Jones book. What exactly is the name of it, Fez?
Shine.
This
woman had the nerve to put out a book called Shine.
Which normally, Earl, don't you guys hate to be called?
Yes. What is she?
This is the follow-up.
Lost her mind?
Yeah, it's the follow. I'm sorry. It's the follow-up to her bestseller Spook.
J-Lo has one coming out now called Spick, and I don't know if she knows what that means. Shine is the new movie. My dad could have wrote this book.
Why in the world, out of anything you can call your book, you throw Shine on it?
She doesn't know. She lives in a bubble. She honestly does. She lives in a bubble. But the book getting a lot of heat, Fez. And I know that you don't read. And I wanted us to have a book club. And it's not that you don't know how to read. You just don't like it.
Yeah, it puts me to sleep. I can't get past one page of a book without just nodding out.
Yeah.
I can't keep my eyes focused on the written word on the page.
Well, I want us to have the Ron and Fez book club. It's worked out for Oprah.
Huge.
Yeah, has done a real good job for her. By the way, our friend James Fry getting busted big time by Smoking Gun. Have you read any of this, Fez?
No, I didn't see this.
Yeah, Smoking Gun basically has a new piece out called Liar, Liar, Big Fat Liar, all about James Fry, because they went in to see if his past is as rough and tumble as he says it is. And apparently they can't come up on any of the jail time stuff. So maybe we'll talk about that a little later on in the show. All right, you say what you want to do, triple or nothing bet, right, Fez?
Triple or nothing against Elfish, Redskins against my Seahawks.
Now, what would you be willing to put up?
Well, let's see. Right now I owe Elfish like a train ticket.
Right.
So I would say fly him first class.
To where?
To New York City.
Why New York City? That would still bring him here. What about beautiful Barbados? You give him a trip to Barbados.
Barbados?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Who would turn that down when the Redskins are on such a roll? Would you, Earl?
No, I wouldn't have gone that elaborate. I would have said, if he stays with me, I fully stock the bar.
All right, what about this? Yeah, a case of Jack.
A case of Jack, yes, I'll throw it in. Triple or nothing.
Yeah, whatever else he wants.
Against my Seahawks, 9-point favorites this weekend.
All right, here is Denny. Denny, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Denny.
Yes.
What can we do for you?
I want to tell Fez that he cannot hurt the Seahawks streak right now. He can't do that. He cannot.
You don't want him to bet on him?
No. Every time he bets, he messes it all up.
Yeah, I will say this, Fez. It isn't so much anymore that you're a bad gambler, a degenerate gambler, which I used to believe about you. You're just a jinx.
That hurts.
You're just the kind of person that nobody wants to see get on a cruise ship or a plane.
The Seattle Seahawks, nothing to worry about this weekend. I back them like I always have since they came into the league. Big Seattle fan. Earl, get me another Starbucks.
Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fez, keep betting on against the Redskins because they're going to go all the way, buddy.
It does sort of feel that way. And you couldn't have had a worse game than the Redskins and Tampa. The Redskins put together 122 total yards. Just ungodly bad. Their only really big offensive play, a handoff. Some crazy run back of a fumble. There's no way Tampa should have lost that game, except for they were even worse than the Redskins.
Yeah, just the gigantic mistakes right up front.
Yeah.
The interception, the original interception, and then the double fumble.
Here's Richard. Richard, you're on Ron and Fez.
How are we doing this afternoon, man?
Good, buddy.
Hey, Ron, I got a question. Going back to Harry's haircut.
Yeah.
Are we hearing again that he's going to renege the third time?
White people are so scared of black people.
He's trying to back out of it, but I would not use any kind of language like that. And Earl, I apologize.
Thank you, Ronnie.
First Star Joan writes a book called Shine, which, how far did that set the movement back?
Decades.
Thank you. And now this comes up. Fez, you are getting this reputation as a guy who backs out, though.
No, I'm just doing what any gambler does. I'm trying to get back on top here.
Bet your way out of your problems?
I'm doubling up. I'm willing to triple up here.
Wow. All right, so you're going to give him a case of liquors.
Yeah, a case of Jack or assorted liquors, whatever he cares for.
Yeah.
And a trip to Barbados.
Wow, trip to Barbados. Who would not dive at that? All right, here he is on the line with us right now. It's Elfish.
Hi, Fezzy.
Oh, hi, Elfish.
Listen to this. Hold on for a second.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
You know what that means, don't you?
The Yankees won.
Is there a Barbados song you can play for him, Earl? Jeez. Happy drunk.
What a crazy drunk laugh that is.
You fucking it's crazy, you know?
All right, watch your language, okay, Elfish?
I can't have swearing in my home.
All right, Elfish, you have this opportunity now to triple or nothing, where you'll win a case of liquor and a trip to Barbados. What do you do?
You heard the song. I'm on my way to New York this afternoon.
Deal or no deal?
This afternoon? There's no this afternoon lined up.
No, not with triple or nothing on the line.
Oh, no deal. I'm on my way to New York. I'll expect my ticket to be there this afternoon.
We don't even know what you're talking about. This afternoon, we're not set up for it.
Oh, no.
Not a trip to Barbados this quickly. That'll be next week after your big win.
I have to contact my travel agent.
I'll be in NYC this afternoon and expect to be picked up from Penn Station, spend the night at Fezzi's house, and tomorrow morning I will shave his head on the air.
It is not tonight.
Yeah, I don't know when this is all coming down, but it'll be after the Seahawks game before we can get you a trip to Barbados.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And your assorted liquors.
No,
Case.
And there's another person getting their head shaved up in NYC, too.
Yes, that's going to be East Side Dave. Here's what I worry about, though. You guys are on such a streak. If you back out now, do you jinx the Redskins, Elfish?
If I bet again, I jinx the Redskins. I've pressed my luck one too many times. 6 games is a long road to hoe.
So you know they're not going to win against the Seahawks.
Oh, Elfish. See, I'm willing to back up my team, the Seahawks, with a trip to Barbados.
Let me just say this as a former member of Redskins Radio, part of the pregame team. I'm let down here. I'm let down in you, Elfish.
Elfish, I'm shocked.
Well, be let down because there's no way you're getting out of it this time.
Oh, Jesus.
There's no way.
I thought you had Gibbs fever.
I do have Gibbs
No,
fever.
he's
Which
just,
is actually just diabetes.
What it is a liver problem.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why he gets so red. All right, Elfish, so you don't want to bet next week?
I'll bet next week, but I'm collecting this week. I'm collecting right now.
Well,
today.
the trip to Barbados in case of assorted liquors is a one-time deal, my friend.
Yeah. That's
not
not
a
gonna...
No.
That's the triple or nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have a passport. I can't go.
Let it ride, big man.
Nope, it ain't going to happen, boss.
Rent him that movie.
Hey, Elfish, you know, on the islands, the drinks are a lot cheaper.
I don't have any money to buy them to begin with.
You don't have a case of liquor.
I mean, they probably give it to you. They encourage you to get drunk. They keep feeding it to you.
You'll be looking over Barbados Bay, sitting there with a case of Jack Daniels. Who wouldn't want to do that?
There's not a human being that listens to this radio show that's not waiting for me to show up and spend the night at Fez's house.
Oh, God.
And
That's a
I
nightmare.
am gonna
This
do
is
it.
fucking Dark Water 2. This is worse than having a ghost in your house.
Get Jennifer Connelly. We're ready for the sequel.
Yeah. Now, Elfish, I'm the first to say you're an intelligent alcoholic.
Yeah?
You'll never hear the term retard from me. As a matter of fact, I stopped Fez from saying it today. But I feel like, as an intelligent person, you got to bet your team. You got to roll those bones, brother. You got to triple down.
What? What happened the year that my Bucks won the Super Bowl, Ronnie? Every week I kept upping the ante.
Tripled, quadrupled.
Where I took everyone for the $49 hamburgers at the old homestead if they beat the Eagles. Where I got a tattoo if they won the Super Bowl. I kept upping it.
Why did you end up on the poor side of your own bet?
Yeah, I never had a winning bet there.
As a winner, you took 8 guys out for $49 hamburgers, which, by the way, still not even the best hamburger I've ever had. You were better off taking us to Five Guys.
Yeah, the microgreens really don't make that burger.
All right, Elfish, so I'm going to put you on hold.
So you're saying you want to sleep on it, Elfish? Triple or nothing, trip to Barbados, and a case of assorted liquors.
Nope, I'll be sleeping at your house tonight.
All right, we'll call you back later, all right?
All right.
There's no way you can even put plans together for him to come in tonight.
No, he's going to have to wait till this gets done.
Now, here's the thing about... And are you supposed to put Fat Baby on the train, too?
I think Fat Baby's included.
Oh, God. Well, Earl, I want you to call down... Actually, do this during the show. Now, there's the Acela train that gets from Washington here in, 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's beautiful. But then you start to go down the line. There's the Metro line, and then I think there's even something worse, some local cow car thing.
Like a Northeast Corridor deal.
It's like a mule. You're worse than being on a mule. It's
right.
So slow.
It's like a Pakistan train where there's people on top of it with baskets on their heads.
It stops every street in D.C. on its way out.
Yeah, it stops in every county.
All right, go, and... Oh, I just hate the thought of him being in your house.
Oh, and my parents are supposed to come this week, too. If those two worlds collide.
Well, if you get your mom and Elfish in a pull-out couch, that's a pretty disgusting night.
I will need the case of assorted liquors anyway.
You have any buckets for the puke?
Oh, Earl, that's not helping my mind's eye.
Or when he starts to bleed out on you?
I'll never get the stains out of those floors.
You know, Fez, I got a lot of room at my place.
Yeah?
Why don't I give you a call in the middle of the night and just check on you, make sure everything's okay?
Take one of them.
I really can't.
Take either Fat Baby Andy Reid.
Yeah, I'm in a no pet zone. All right, why don't you give them a call and find out as quick as you can what's the worst possible train that we can put them on?
How many stops and how cheap?
More stops than are bearable, so that you're actually watching people walking and passing you in the train.
Yeah, we're checking the schedule now to see.
You know what? Let's say schedule and pretend we're in England.
That's fun.
You want to?
All right, Mike.
Schedule. I can't
Schedule.
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 What are you, a Jamaican? You don't understand how to get around London?
But we'll definitely find the slowest possible train.
Yeah, the worst you can come up with.
And put them as far away from the bar car as possible.
It like if the F train runs from there.
I want one slower than brought FDR's body back from Georgia.
What about a slow bus?
Well, we already said trains, but we could have put them on the SARS bus, which would have been fucking perfect, where you got to stop at every Chinatown.
But we could definitely. Well, we're on it now, looking for the slowest of the slow.
We fucked up by saying train, because that bus is like $30 round trip.
That would have been perfect.
No, I took the Funghua bus. It's from New York to Boston. It's $10. I think it's $20 round trip.
And is all the Chinatowns?
It is maybe everyone's on it, but it is the worst kept bus. It reeks, and it hasn't been kept in years. And they literally stop in every Chinatown between here and Boston.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how they put together those prices, though. I don't understand it. So, Fez, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Your team stinks. 3 out of the 4 road teams won over the weekend?
Yeah, only one home team, New England, was able to pull it off against a wild card.
No, that's bizarre. And the Giants, of course, don't even show up.
No, they get shut out in a playoff game. I think Eli had 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Just a mess there for the Giants. Tiki Barber saying we were out, coach. That is hysterical.
That's a great line.
I mean, I was watching the game with my father. Now,
Your dad's a Giants fan?
Yeah, he loves the Giants. He was watching. He was like, I guarantee you this kid's going to blow it. He's going to blow it. He said, if they lose this game, it's going to be all on this kid. He's going to stink up. He just saw it coming. And he just goes, the kid's going to stink up the joint. He said, they're going to take Tiki out of this game, and he's like, and he cannot win this game. And he didn't. I mean, every throw was worse than the one before it.
Well, I think Tiki's comments were, we had one plan, me run the ball, and they came ready for it. So I love that kind of crap after a game.
But that's the only plan they had all season, so why should that change? Hey, Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Yeah.
I think Fezzy needs to come stay with you, Ron, and then leave the 2 guys there. It wasn't in the bet that they had to, Fez had to be there.
But what do you think Fez's apartment will look like when he gets back? You know they'd be wiping their asses on the walls. I mean, that is a possibility. I would let you come over, Fez, but I don't even want them to know what part of town I live in.
I wouldn't have a dish left. Everything would be broken and or stolen.
Yeah, and I guarantee you it'd be like leaving gorillas in there where they're going to be throwing shit, and it's just going to be food on the ground. It's going to be filthy.
Empty beer bottles.
And I guarantee you he's going to bleed out on you.
I know.
He'll be bleeding from the ears, the nose, the eyes, the ass.
It's going to be off of that bloated body. That reeking bloated body is going to be found in my apartment. I'm going to have to deal with a chalk outline for the next 3 months.
He's not Puerto Rican. I think he's German.
Oh, no, reeking, a different reeking.
Oh, reeking. I thought you said reeking body. Oh, all right, I got you now.
And I know both of those fat asses are going to have to shit.
Well, sure. Long weekend. Where are you taking them out for dinner?
I am not taking them to dinner anywhere.
Where are you taking them? They haven't seen the town. You've got to take... Why don't you do this? Why don't you get on one of those double-decker buses, one of those red lines, and you go all around town with them?
Only if I was guaranteed a British terrorist would jump on it with a backpack.
We could put them on the tram.
Yeah, you got to take the tram with them, and you get on the Big Apple tour, We'll get you a microphone that you can just do it from there, Fez. Maybe we can go live.
If I'm on the tram with Elfish and Fat Baby Cigar Sid, I am going to be wanting to jump.
And you got to hit every Irish bar and have a drink. That's a typical New York
Until
thing.
he's dead.
If I could leave his body somewhere on 2nd Avenue,
Take him
that
down
would
to
be
the
nice.
White Horse and just keep giving him shots till he drops over.
You can have like Weekend at Bernie's. He has to carry the corpse around.
Oh, God, Weekend at Fezzi's.
And then all I have to do is put him back on that train, dead or alive.
These two fucking hayseeds get off that train in the Big Apple. Ah, what a nightmare.
Will he buy a fake Rolex?
Cigar Sid's going to see the big city. He's going to start crying to go home like the fat kid in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, God, what a nightmare.
So far, the longest train we could find is 3 hours and 35 minutes.
That's too short. What is that one? There's one that runs in the... What's that, the Acela?
No, that's the standard train.
No, we want to go way longer than that. Even check, there's one that runs in the middle of the night. That's next to nothing.
And when they stop forever.
Yeah.
Like when they stop in Philly,
Right.
it's like a 45-minute stop.
Right. Yeah, as late as we can possibly get it. It's an overnight train, and it's very cheap.
Yeah, that'll shorten some of the time at my house.
It won't matter anyway because we'll be just going to sleep anyway.
Those two get inside Fez's house and just start shower. You're not going to sleep well on this thing. Trust me. You're not going to be able to sleep well at all.
I hope they don't mind sharing a queen-size air mattress, because that's all I got for them.
SpongeBob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, that bastard sitting across from you there,
Yeah.
he's pissing me off.
Actually, it's Catty Corner.
I've been waiting 21 years for this. Stay away from my Seahawks.
Big
Don't
Seahawks
do it.
fan, and here's Jinxie circling. That's got to be scary.
SpongeBob, I've been there
Don't
with
do
you
it,
the
Fezzy.
whole time. Not since '84, man. Since the last time our Hawks went to the playoff.
I'll pay for Elfish's train ticket if you walk away.
Walk away from the Seahawks.
I'm hoping, SpongeBob, he'll end up taking our triple or nothing bet.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Walk away, Fezzy.
We're 9-point favorites. What could it hurt?
Don't go.
Yeah, I don't know. You were favorites last week, too. Well, Fez, here's one of your house guests, Cigar Sid. Hey, Sid.
Hey, buddies, what's going on?
What do you say, fat baby?
This isn't going to be nearly as bad as Fez thinks. I'm going to make sure he's got everything he needs while we're up there.
Like what?
Well, for one, I'm sleeping right at the foot of his bed. Make sure nothing happens during the night.
This
You know.
mattress has never been fluffier.
Nothing scares you. I got one question. Fez, are you doing some laundry tonight? Because I got some whites to throw in.
First of all, you ain't got nothing white, you filthy bastard.
I am not bleaching those stool samples you call underpants.
Hey, Sid.
Yeah.
Why don't you call Elfish back and try to get a triple or nothing going?
He is set against that.
Yeah.
He wants a payoff.
Oh, you're going to be jinxing the Redskins, though.
Well.
And I say that as a former member of Redskins Radio.
But they always believed in jinxes there, didn't they?
Yeah, always.
You did great work. by the
Thanks.
way.
I got to get a hold of Sonny, too, and just tell him, hey, congratulations, your last season on the air, and look how we're rocking this thing.
Toasting each other with some SJ9s.
Yeah. Nice cigar, as a matter of fact. All right, Sid, we'll call you back later on, all right?
All righty.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh, and Sid, if you want to check out Fat Baby the video to the Fat Baby song, you can go to thecosmiccircus.com.
Should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun there. All right, we were talking about this Star Jones book, Fezzy. Now, I know you're not a big reader, but I do think Shine would be the way for you.
Yeah, because it's like autobiographical.
What
if
is
that's
that?
a word.
No, it isn't.
Autobiographical?
There you go.
Closer. And it's also kind of a self-help book because it talks about her weight issues as well as finally finding the right man in Al Reynolds.
Yeah, she teaches the rest of us on how to get a man.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things that are included in her book, she talks about Al's passion. She says, my man, he's passionate about textures. He loves the feel of cashmere.
He loves the feel of balls.
So that's an odd little thing there that he has.
She should just actually call this How to Rope in a Gay Man.
So she also talked about when they first started having relations, how he wore his T-shirt to bed.
This is after they got married, though, right?
Yeah, because they were celibate for a long time.
They were what?
Celibate.
Celibate. Yeah.
For a long time. For probably 6 months of their relationship.
And I'm sure he hoped even longer. So they wanted to wait till after they were married.
Yeah. So that was a big thing in their marriage plans. And even their pastor, they went to their pastor to talk about it. And, of course, the pastor backed them up on this.
Right. He had to ask the pastor, hey, is it okay to tape a picture of Brad Pitt to the back of her head, nail her in the ass, and pretend it's a guy?
Star also in Shine talks about how they would use dancing as an outlet. Since they couldn't have sex together,
right,
they would dance, and that would be their outlet to burn off some steam, and they would also read poetry to each other.
Sure. So fat girl, you so crazy.
So it seems like a really interesting book. I just can't stand to pick up an actual physical book and read it.
All right, let me just play one short clip here for you, Fez. Just play one short clip and see if you like. This is from Star Jones's new book, Shine.
Now that's piqued my interest. This may be a book worth checking out.
It's pussy noises for an hour and a half. Just Star Jones pussy noises.
See, now I would have to get the book on tape because I wouldn't even know what they were spelling if they tried to write that out.
All right, so we do have a little bit of this. And I guess she does her own book on tape.
Oh, yeah, a lot of authors will do that with their biographies. They'll read it themselves because they know what they were feeling at that moment that they were writing about.
Yeah, and exactly. I mean, that's who we want to hear. That's the voice that we would hear in our heads if we were reading. So I haven't listened to this, though, Fez, so we'll just play the tape out and then we'll talk after. Do we have to set this up in any way? Do we know what it's about? Or
I know I think this is right when she met Al, this chapter from Shine by Star Jones Reynolds.
All right, so it's Star Jones Reynolds. The book is called Shine. You can pick it up at any bookstore, Amazon.com. We're going to listen to a segment of the audiobook here, Star Jones and Shine.
Shine by Star Jones Reynolds. Chapter 12. I met me a man. There I was at a party, sticking out to a buffet table, waiting for more of those shrimps on a cracker. See, those were the days before I had my stomach stapler done. In those days, shrimps were the most important thing in my life. And then it happened. Just as I was sneaking a cheesecake into my pocketbook, I heard a voice. He said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Unless you're bringing more shrimp." "No, you don't, honey." The voice said, "Yes, I know you. You're Rosie Greer. You play for the Rams." At that point, I was ready to grab the brass knucks I keep under my wig and start throwing down. But then my eyes met the most beautiful man I had ever seen. He looked like Alfred Woodard with a mustache. I told him, my name is Miss Star Jones from television's The View, and that I know Barbara Walters personally. He told me his name was Al Reynolds, and then asked me if he could get me a drink. I said, I have my usual Al Reynolds, turkey gravy, straight up. He borrowed $20 from me for the drinks, and I knew I was in love. For the first time, I was thinking about something else other than shrimp.
All right, that's a little segment of Shine by Star Jones. It's the Ron and Fez book club, Fezzy. And you know what? It was interesting for me. It brought out a lot of things in me, too. You know, when you're looking for that special person, and, you know, you spend all this time looking, when do you find them? When you least expect it.
Exactly. Star Jones, according to this chapter, chapter 12, I Met It's Me a Man, she wasn't looking for a guy. She wasn't even, you know, in the market at that point.
And yet it was like she let the universe know. I don't know whether this is just me reading my own stuff into it, but it seems like once you put that out there in the universe answers and kind of sets you up, just when you think you're having some shrimps.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's how fate works. If that buffet table had never run out of shrimp, she never would have met Al Reynolds.
Right. Now, does she call him Killer, or is that just my imagination? Am I jumping ahead in what I've read?
I think that is her pet name for Al Reynolds.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. It's Shine, and it's a kind of a self-help book, Fezzi. And is there a time that the nation needs it more, America?
Oh, totally needs it right now. And that's Star Jones telling her own story.
Right.
A professional woman probably felt she never had time for a relationship, and yet somehow found herself madly in love.
But you say she's telling her story, Fez.
Mm-hmm.
Or is she telling mine, yours, and all of ours? Is it just her version of the American story?
It's all love, just the names change, Ronnie.
Wow, I really feel, I know it seems like a hurry, I feel like hopping into some more. You ever have one of those books you just can't stop reading, or in this case, listening to?
Sure, when you just can't put them down.
It's the Ron and Fez book club. We're listening to the audio version of Shine, Star Jones Reynolds' brand new book. And you see where I'm sitting, Fez?
Mm-hmm.
End of my seat.
Right.
I'm right here on the edge, and I just can't wait to get into this a little more.
Yeah, because I guess as the chapters go along, she talks more about her relationship with Al Killer Reynolds.
Right.
And also, when they finally made that decision to be celibate with each other.
Right. Yeah. I wish I had it all to do over again, and when I hear the celibate stuff and how happy people are, it makes me feel like date rape was just the wrong choice. I wish I had a chance to do it over again.
That's this book, Shine, by Star Jones Reynolds. It's all about choices, I guess.
Right. All right, well, let's listen to some more Star Jones Reynolds and more of Shine.
Shine by Star Jones Reynolds. Chapter 16, Celibacy. It's been 2 months since Al, I call him Killer, and I got engaged. And we have remained true to Al's plan for us to be celibates till we are married. Al says not having sex will prove the strength of our relationship, and he's willing to abstain even after the wedding to show how much he loves me. He says he loves me so much, he may never have sex with me. I told him I don't know if I can wait much longer, and he explained to me that it's like when I try to eat a cake before it's done baking. It's just not as good. Why can't more men be like my Al Reynolds and explain things through pastry metaphors? One night, I did try to tempt Al. He came home from his bi-weekly steam bath with the boys, and there I was waiting for him, completely naked, wearing nothing but the crumbs from a bag of Ruffles potato chips. I am proud to say that Al did not give in to temptation. In fact, the idea of having sex with me made him throw up right there in the living room. And he kept dry heaving until I put some clothes on. He's a good man, my Al Reynolds. He is so strong, and yet I am so horny. I hope I can last. I'm ready to do myself with a cedar post.
It's Shine, the brand new book on tape by Star Jones Reynolds. Fez, again, I can't get enough of it. I'm sitting here wondering to myself, will Al Reynolds ever stop throwing up? I don't see it happening. At this point, I see after what he's been through, he's going to throw up forever.
If they do a made-for-TV movie of this, it's going to be a ratings buster. I'll tell you what, it'll be through the roof.
And it's so ironic. We never even heard the term cedar post to the other day, and now it pops up in this Star Jones book.
That's weird. Twice in under a week.
Yeah. Very, very good stuff there. It's really moving me.
Well, what I appreciate is Star Jones Reynolds being so open with everything. Just really, there's no barriers here. She wants her audience, her reader, to just know exactly what was going on, the very personal effects of her relationship.
Well, she's got me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Fez? It's like I'm there, seeing and hearing the dry heaving.
Yeah, nothing beats honesty, I guess, in a book.
No, it doesn't. Now, Earl, as somebody from the community, what's this mean for you? Is there finally someone now that can replace MLK, and is it Star Jones?
She's on her way. She's showing a lot of constraint, a lot of control, a lot of self-control.
Do you wish we had more shines?
Well, I don't know.
To me, this seems like there's more than enough.
But she could be the new model for today's young black. Well, I don't know about young, but black woman.
Yeah, she really is.
Yeah, we are hearing how Star got her groove back.
Yeah, she did get her groove back, didn't she? I don't want to spend the whole show on this, but and I really thought we were only going to do one segment, but I actually I need to hear a little more.
Well, we actually have another chapter here as the wedding day gets closer and closer.
Right. Star Jones got a brand new book out that's really, I mean, I think I was ready for a romance bio. I'm not sure, Fez.
Well, I'm glad we're finally getting to hear the whole story.
Right.
Because Star Jones, remember, Ronnie, she took a lot of heat leading up to that wedding because everything was being sponsored by Payless Shoes and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm glad we're getting to hear it from her side.
Well, I don't know. When I saw Denny's on the back of her wedding dress, I thought it went too far. But then again, now I'm finding out everything. The book is Shine. The author is Star Jones Reynolds. Here's a little more on Books on Tape.
Shine by Star Jones Reynolds. Chapter 23, 2 days and counting. It's 2 days before my big wedding, when I become Mrs. Star Jones Reynolds, and Al becomes Mr. Al Reynolds Jones. And that Joy Behar better not start any trouble on my big day, or I will sit on her neck until spinal fluid squeezes out. I hate her. There is some good news. Taco Bell has agreed to help sponsor my wedding. So instead of bouquets, my bridesmaids will all be carrying gorditas down the aisle. Last night was Al's bachelor party. I warned him, no women, killer. And he said, I got nothing to worry about. To prove it, I was spying on him. And he was right. There wasn't a woman within miles of his party. Not even waitresses. It was all shirtless men serving drinks. It must have been hot in there. I was so proud of my Al, too. He works with different youth groups and invited them to his party. There was young Puerto Rican boys, young Filipino boys, and a young brother who couldn't even afford swim trunks for the hot tub. Al said it didn't matter, he should jump in anyway. Later, I saw Al give a busboy a $100 tip and told her to meet him in his hotel room. He is so generous. And must have a lot of dirty dishes, too. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm going to head home, grab a 6-foot hoagie, and head off to bed. Dreaming of my wedding day.
Wow. Amazing stuff. That's from Shine. Star Jones Reynolds. Fez, did you think it would be this gripping?
No, I had no idea. Because you hear brides talk about their weddings, and it's blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But going inside this event,
right,
getting an insider's view, fascinating.
Geraldine has wrote a fantastic book, and we got to give her all the credit in the world. Wait a minute, Star Jones.
Star Jones, yeah.
Yeah, I got those two.
Yeah, Star Jones wrote this one, Shine.
Yeah, Shine. Which I never expected that to be the name of a book.
Why don't you just call it Coon while she's at it?
Pickaninny. It just doesn't make sense that she would come up with that name.
Burrhead.
Well, Earl, for you, and I know you're still looking for Miss Right, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And Fez, oddly enough, you've never taken a bride.
No. Again, like Star Jones Reynolds, work comes first.
Yeah. Now, you or Earl, which one of you Brokebacks you think would be the first to take a bride?
I know it's going to be me. Some chickie's going to trap me. I'll give it all up for the poon, you know?
And every spring they go out and they bring a herd of sheep in. But other than that, they've never really gotten involved with anybody.
Well, it's all for our springtime job, Earl.
Now, did you see this thing? There's some theater in Utah, and I guess it's owned by the guy who owns the Utah Jazz. He's yanked Brokeback at the last moment, decided he didn't want the people of Salt Lake City to see it.
Yeah, it was planning on being shown there, and then they actually had to put up the sign, sorry for any inconvenience, but Brokeback Mountain won't be shown at this theater.
Right. Because we don't want kids leaving here being gay. Is it an R-rated film? I have no idea.
I'm not sure. It probably is.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe it's R-rated.
But one of the things that I read is that they also use that theater as a church on Sundays. They rent it out. So I guess they couldn't have the blasphemous homo screen behind them.
Just in case that starts running instead of the pre-recorded church music.
Now, it is, and this has been pulled at a couple of different places, right?
Right, yeah. It's had a slow, wide release because...
Well, it's only 218 places.
Yeah.
But it's rolling out that way. But even though it's only in a few theaters, there's already been some theaters that say, no, we don't want it. Some towns right around America.
Yeah, where they're just not even going to bother with it. They're not showing it.
At the other point, though, the number one movie this week is Hostel, which shows people being carved up, with hacksaws and whatever, and that's fine for people.
Yeah, I think that brought in $20 million over the weekend.
So I guess that what they're worried about is that guys will see this Brokeback Mountain, be so moved by it that they start making out.
See, that's the big fear with any of this stuff, that all of a sudden there will just be gay sex in the streets.
Right.
Young men who never thought of another guy that way will just be unable to restrict these urges.
But, the thing is, no one ever went to see a film like, The Right Stuff, and left there and became an astronaut. Yet and no one ever worries about the killing films. They always worry about sex. It's very odd in this country. We are frightened of sex, and yet Hostel, which is an S&M slasher film, snuff film, basically, can open wide, be number one, and no one's worried about it.
Oh, yeah. Put a drill in someone's head or their Achilles tendon. That's fine.
Well, that's what I had actually read before, and I don't know who had the quote, so I won't be able to put it out there. But it's like you can't show a tit, but you could run a spear through it. You know what I mean? You could put a drill through the same tit, and everybody would be okay with it. But you don't want to show someone caressing it. That's a problem.
Yes, because if you put a tit on the movie screen, oh my gosh, America's going to know that tits do exist.
Right.
That they're out there, that under their blouses, women have breasts.
Not in Brokeback Mountain. That's the thing. There are no tits in Brokeback Mountain.
You would think that would be a plus in Utah. There's no tits in this movie.
All right, we'll take a break. We're back in just a few moments. First, here's an Earth 2 for you. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
On the other side of the sun, there revolves a planet similar to our own. Except this is a world of paradoxes and backwards logic. This is a world of complete opposites. This is a world known as Earth 2.
On Earth 2, doctors tell fish to try to eat more human.
On Earth 2, President Bush protests wherever Cindy Sheehan goes on vacation.
On Earth 2, Muhammad Ali is known as the worst.
On Earth 2, people pour cereal into their glasses of milk.
On Earth 2, Fez lives on Mensa Island.
On Earth 2, women blow wet their hair.
On Earth 2, Governor Tukey Williams ordered Arnold Schwarzenegger be put to death.
On Earth 2, water balloons are filled with air.
On Earth 2, Iceland is called Steamland.
On Earth 2, libraries are incredibly noisy.
On Earth 2, glue is turned into horses.
On Earth 2, Brokeback Mountain is about two straight cowboys who have sex with each other.
On Earth 2, you scold your newspaper by hitting it with a rolled-up puppy.
Earth 2.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
When I heard this music, I thought we were going to hear from Shine.
Shine Jones.
All right, Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Or you could email us at ronandfez@aol.com.
Here's Bill Bob. Bill Bob, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Say hi to Fez. He's having a rough day today.
Fez.
Hey, Bill Bob.
What are you doing, man?
Just doing the radio show. What are you doing?
Another day in fucking paradise.
Bill Bob, it sounds like you're drinking a little bit today, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
No, a whole lot.
All right. You have off from work today?
Well, they kind of fucked me over, so I said, fuck it, I get drunk today.
Mm-hmm. What are you drinking? What's the poison there, Bill?
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
Why, you going to tell on me?
No, I'm not going to tell. I'm just curious.
Alabama.
All right, so it's a little early for Jack and Coke, right?
Nah, it's never too early for Jack and Coke.
Yeah, okay.
The Coke really wakes you up, that part
Yeah,
of it.
there you go.
So what's the plans for today, Bill?
I hopefully get on the road here soon.
Well, is that the, what are you driving?
18-wheeler.
All right, is that the best idea when you've been drinking Jack and Coke all morning?
Sounds like 18 wheels too many.
I'm going with the Anthony. You know how he can drive drunk.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
But I don't know Jack and Coke drunk.
Do what now?
Because you're having a hard time having a conversation. I mean, working the phone seems to be rough for you. 18 wheels, maybe a little too much.
You think so?
Yeah.
Damn.
Do the alphabet backwards.
Hell, I couldn't do that sober, much less drunk.
Yeah, or just do the alphabet forwards.
I dare you.
I can do it forward.
Yeah, let's hear.
A, B, C, D.
All right, now do your gazintas. Now go do your gazintas.
My gazintas.
How many times?
4 goes into the... hell, I don't know.
Go do 4 goes into 8.
4 goes into 8, what, 2 times?
You're ready to drive.
Where's
you
the
think
keys?
I'm ready to drive? Hey,
no, absolutely not. We are both telling you at this time, take today off.
Today's just another lost day for Bill Bob.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call and say, y'all some crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, we're not driving. Why don't you do
Well,
this?
I'm not driving.
Have another drink, sit back, put on some Skinner, and imagine what would happen if the South won the war.
Ooh, the war would be a much better place, wouldn't it?
It would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Or just think about what would happen
Fez,
if the Freebird
Fez.
didn't go down.
Hey, Fez.
Yeah,
Fez.
Bill Bob.
Hey.
Yes.
Fuck this Buccaneers, okay? Go with Seattle.
That is my plan. You're a wise drunken man, Bill Bob.
Hey, fuck the Buccaneers. I watched that game. You know. Fuck the Bucs. Ron.
Yes, sir.
You should make T-shirts.
Ron.
Yes.
You are the craziest SOB.
Yeah.
You really are, Ronnie.
I didn't know y'all existed until I got my XM, and then the first day y'all come on the air, I heard y'all.
Just play it pretty for Atlanta, would you, Bill?
Ah, fuck Atlanta.
Bill?
Fuck the Falcons.
Huh?
How old were you the first time you nailed your sister?
13?
13.
Yeah. Oh, she was an old whore. She'd give it up to
Beautiful.
anybody.
Mama had just brought her home from the hospital.
Hell.
Hey, did you have a nice Van Zandt Christmas? Was it a nice Christmas for you?
I had a damn good Christmas. Best Christmas I ever had, really.
Yeah. What'd you get? Signed picture of Dickie Betts? What'd you get?
Actually, I got a naked picture of Fez's mom.
So it was a double.
Yeah.
Classy, Bill Bob.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bill Bob, you promised no driving today, right?
I got to promise that?
Yeah, you should. Because you're pretty drunk, and 18 wheels is a lot to handle.
Walk out back and throw your keys down the toilet.
Let me tell you this.
You know how long of a walk that is to get to the bathroom from his house? God, what is it?
Let me tell you, when you're on the road like this,
Yeah.
you piss in a fucking jug and you pour it out the goddamn window.
I know, brother. You're preaching the choir now, my friend.
Y'all some crazy motherfuckers. I love. I mean, between Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez, that's my whole day.
Why don't you do this? You got a pen? Why don't you just draw a little mouth on your hand, pretend it's Fezzy, and start kissing it? Just have a relaxing day.
Set it up.
You know, I ain't making no money sitting here.
I know, bro, but you're not killing anybody either.
Do some gardening. Plant some flowers in that toilet out on the front porch.
You don't need to plant no damn flowers. You know, Ron.
Yes, sir.
You're the one that encouraged me to drink out here.
No, in no way did I. All right, Bill Bob.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, keep on sleeping.
Love you. Hey, I love your show.
All right, roll over and get some sleep. All right, brother?
All right, bro.
All right, today's your day off.
There he goes.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Bill Bob Day.
All right.
All right.
All right. Whew. Scary.
Well, that one was close, but I think we talked him off the road.
Yeah, I think we did. Here is Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez. It's Bob, Bill. Yeah.
Fezzy.
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. That guy, you know, he says he's a truck driver and he's drinking Jack and Coke. Well, hell, I'm on my way up to New York City right now.
New York City?
Where are you calling from?
Yeah, baby. I'm about 20 from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania now.
Uh-huh.
And hell, drinking and driving is no good. Hell, I'd use Lortab. That's what I take.
You're on the Oxycontin.
Yeah, Oxycontin. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
Could you turn around and get Elfish?
Little hillbilly heroin.
Oh, well, no, that's too radical. I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'd like to come up there and see y'all, but I don't think I'd get the truck up there.
Yeah, it's a little tight squeeze here.
Yeah, it'd be a tight fit. But
Yeah.
love your show, Fezzy. You are the greatest, man. I'll tell you what, y'all got a great show. Love it. Listen to it every day.
Well, Fez would love to take you out to dinner one night here if you get to New York.
Well, I'll tell you
If
what.
you make it.
Quick reach around.
The sign on the back of his truck says, "If I can't see you, I've passed out."
Oh, you guys
Good.
are great.
All right, goodbye, buddy. Wow, what a day, huh? That Monday thing, huh?
Just a real Monday hangover from a great weekend, I guess, for all the truckers.
I don't know where it's all coming from. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, this is Bill.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I want to provide some balance here. I am a truck driver.
Uh-huh.
You are not the craziest motherfucker that's ever been. Fez is not the funniest son of a bitch that's ever been. But I do derive some pleasure from your efforts at entertaining.
You know what? You're better when you're drunk. I really would like to, have a
Sober
little
trucker does not equal fun.
Yeah, sober trucker, not all the same fun. Here's Blue. He's a little mad, too. Hey, Blue.
What's going on, fella?
Hey, buddy.
Man, that stupid motherfucker, Bill. Bill don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. I'll tell you now, ONA and Ron and Fez, I don't even listen to hip-hop no more on this goddamn XM. They can erase all them fucking stations. Even the drunk motherfucker know better than Bill. Bill don't know shit, stupid ass. But I just want to tell you guys, man, y'all doing one hell of a job. Keep it up. Y'all keep me on the road. Keep me safe. And keep up.
No, Ron, we're going the opposite direction. Fun. We'll be fun, girl. All right, thanks, Blue. Thanks, brother. See you later.
Thank you, Blue. I hate to see a trucker war start here.
Yeah, it is all starting. It is all starting to get a little ugly. Fez, what about this story? This woman in Australia. She's out in Australia. It just seems to me like you're taking your life in your hands every time you dive into the ocean. So she's out in the ocean. 3 sharks surround her. She starts to yell, "Shark, shark." And they're pulling her underwater. They're biting her. Her friends think she's fucking around like in a pool. Nobody helps her. She's gone.
You have to take the shark scream seriously, even if you're down under.
Yeah.
You have to. What a way to go.
I mean, half the time you dive in the water, off that great reef, you're going to be eaten by a shark.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't happen constantly in Australia. I don't know why they wouldn't take this woman seriously.
What's the year, 2006?
2006, we just entered it.
Do we still need sharks in 2006? I mean, if we are running the planet, if we are at the top of this thing, why not kill every shark out there? Do they do anything that we need?
I can't imagine. If you look at the list, their job resume of a shark, you know what the one thing listed is? Eating us. That is all they do.
Yeah, they eat, well, any animal other than eating. Do they have anything that they're due to, for? I mean, do we need a fucking mule train anymore? No, I don't think so.
No, we could get rid of them, too.
Yeah.
But let's start with these dangerous ones.
Yeah. I really am not in the mood for sharks anymore. I'm trying to think if we could only get rid of one animal, what would it be for you? Would it be sharks, or there's something you hate even more?
There's something I hate even more. Sharks don't really affect me because I never go in the water. So what I hate even more is a rat. I would want to get rid of rats.
Did you hear this story today about a guy, I think it was on the AOL News, he's got a mouse in his house, right? He takes it outside, he throws it in the fire. I guess he had a fire going in his backyard. So he's got like some kind of a fucking leave fire or a junk fire going. He throws the mouse in there. He's getting rid of it. The mouse comes running out of there on fire. It's all burning up. It runs into his house and burns the son of a bitch down.
Dang, mouse justice.
Burns his house down with its last dying breath. Make sure it takes away everything of his.
See, we have to fear the rats and the mice. We somehow, through these lab experiments, made them smart enough to know if I'm getting burned, so's this mother.
But I still think I'd get rid of a shark before a rat. A rat isn't going to kill anything but a baby. A shark could kill a weightlifter. It could kill anybody. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know over 100 people die each year by using their toaster oven.
So you're going to get rid of toaster ovens before sharks?
Well, on average, 2 people die a year from sharks.
All right, so shark, you're saying not a problem. Toaster ovens.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of.
People die of toaster ovens. How terrible.
Now, how do they kill themselves with a toaster oven? Get electrocuted? Stick a knife in there like an idiot?
Yeah, I caught mine on fire over the weekend.
How about cleaning it every once in a while?
Well, I forgot, and I was heating up a bagel in it, and I left the bagel in the wrapper, forgetting that it wasn't the microwave, and you could do that, and the paper caught on fire. Just not thinking. That's me.
But
that's
average,
actually
guys,
stupid.
20-some people do get bit each year.
By sharks?
Yeah, so on average, 22 people get bit each year, but over 100 people die using their toaster oven.
Yeah. All right, so Fez, don't worry about sharks. It's toaster ovens. That's the big problem for you. Here's Misha. Misha, you're on Ron and Fez. I'm going to guess the name.
Hey,
Is it
what's
Michael
up, man?
instead of this? Yeah.
Micah.
Yeah, Micah. Okay.
Hey, supposedly more people die from swallowing toothpicks every year than shark attacks.
So you're saying get rid of toothpicks?
Yeah, toothpicks are more dangerous than shark attacks. You should be picketing toothpicks.
And I would do that in a heartbeat. But a shark, I don't know. I think it's since the Jaws movie, you can't really enjoy swimming in the water anymore. I don't like to even touch shit in the water when I'm out there. I love to do is get rid of everything that we have in the ocean, have it yanked out, and if you can't put it in an aquarium, then you got to kill it. I got no problems with aquariums, Fez. People don't dive in there. But if you could get into an ocean, clear it out, chuck a bunch of chlorine in there, we could easily pave the beaches and maybe run a water slide right from the parking lot straight into the beach.
That would be great. That is the way to go.
I would decrease sharks, increase water slides.
You could win on that campaign, my friend. The shark, there's no use to it. There's no use whatsoever. The only thing it's going to do is try to eat people. And I think in this new century, eating people should really be eradicated. I mean, it's not like we're running around in the Dark Ages here.
No.
We have the technology.
This is the age of enlightenment. That's where we are right now.
Well, when's that going to dawn on us? Kill the things that try to eat us. Get rid of them.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddy.
Yeah.
I say that we get rid of cockroaches instead of sharks. And we should get rid of blacks, too. Niggas for life, yeah.
All right, you're going to get this.
White people are so scared of black.
You know, we're trying to do something serious here. First of all, I worked out everything between blacks and whites last week. Hey, by the way, do you have that reparations email, Fez?
Yeah, it should be either the first or second one right there.
This got sent to us, Earl, I said, the guy writes in, he says, Ron and Fez, because what you were saying, Earl, is you wanted the price of 40 acres and a mule, right? So we did a little work on this. Average price of a mule today would go about $1,275. 40 acres is $19,000 per acre. Model on that, 40 acres at $19,000. Put the whole deal together at about $761,279. Would you be willing to make that deal, Earl?
If you know what, honor the original terms of the contract.
Right.
That's if I believe in reparations, which I don't.
Right. But
that's what I would want. But you know what, honor the original terms of the contract.
Wouldn't that be for the descendant of every black that fought in the Civil War? Or was everybody guaranteed that? Every slave was guaranteed
I
that?
believe that was everyone that fought in the Civil War, because blacks were the last to enter the Civil War. They would not. Neither side had black soldiers.
Right.
Until the body count really started to pile up.
What we got to do is find the bloodline of each one of those soldiers.
Yes.
So you might not necessarily get it.
No, not at all. I mean, that's why I'm not. There's some really hardcore reparations movements that they want every black person to get something, and I'm like, it's impossible to trace. It would take forever to track down. And then you got mulattoes, and then you got, you know what I mean?
I'm not giving mulattoes a cent. I'm telling you that right now. There will be no high yellow money for this. I'm talking straight black.
20 acres and an Irish setter.
Right. So we got to now start and trace it down.
I didn't know mules were going for so much now.
Well, what do you think you could buy a mule for?
I figured you'd get a mule for like half that.
For $600?
Yeah.
Where are you buying mules?
Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fucking burro. That's completely different. You're talking about a mule, like Sal, 16 miles on the Erie Canal. You're going to have to put out over $1,000. I don't know if I've ever even seen a mule in my life. I wouldn't even know where to find one.
Yeah, you can't go to the Yellow Pages and look up mule. It's not going to be there.
Just don't get kicked by one.
Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Big ass 83 checking in.
All right, way to go to school.
Hoo-ah! Real quick, Ron, when you guys were on AEW, didn't you used to say you should pave over the ocean with concrete?
Well, I said I would pave up to the beach and then chlorinate the ocean. And, I mean, could you imagine when you go to the ocean now, if it was as nice as a pool? And we do have the technology to do that. And all we got to do is yank that shit out of the ocean.
It would be nice to go in the ocean and have it clear. You can look down and see your feet.
Well, see, here's the problem. When I'm in the ocean, I'm trying to enjoy myself. I bump something. I jump like a girl. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's a bag or a horseshoe crab. I don't want to be stepping on any of that stuff. And I can't be one of these idiots that's wearing their sneakers in the ocean. I'd rather shoot myself in the mouth than do that. I wouldn't be able to live that way. You know what I'm saying, Fez?
Yeah, well, this plan, it's going to take some time because, I say chlorinate first, let everything float to the top, start clearing it out that way.
Interesting. So we're going to need some barges to move a lot of that shit out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, then it's a big seafood festival for everybody.
I'm not eating chlorinated food and acting like that's good for me, Fez.
But we got to get all that dead sea life out of there first.
You came up with a good point, though. Where are we going to get our seafood from now? What about crabs?
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to fish farms or something. Growing them there.
Here is Doug. Doug, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, look, we got a plan for Elfish. We're going to get these truckers together. We're going to all pick up Elfish, and we're going to run into you. What we're going to do is we're going to transfer them to a couple of trucks, maybe via California, New Mexico. We'll get them up there sometime next year.
Make sure those trucks are refrigerated.
Hey, no problem.
Here's Scuba Sid. Scuba Sid, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, this is Scuba Sid. How you doing, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I got to defend the oceans. You know, besides we eat a lot more sharks than they eat of us. But I'm driving around down here in Florida, and really the dangerous animal we need to get rid of is elderly people. You know, euthanasia at age 65, because they're just deadly down here.
All right, thanks, Scuba Sid. That's always, I forgot to tell you this, Fez, in Florida, that's always the big joke, is that you hate older people.
Yeah, hate the way they drive. You don't want to walk behind them in the mall.
So this guy, he hates his grandparents. He loves a shark. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Quick Earth 2 for you, buddy.
Yeah.
On Earth 2, Fezzy doesn't welch on a bet.
You do. You have kind of picked up a reputation there, Fezzy.
I don't see how. I've just done what any normal gambler would do. I try to get back in the game. Had my bet with Elfish, my double or nothing bet, and now it's on the line. Triple or nothing. My Seahawks against his Redskins. Trip to Barbados and a case of assorted liquors on the line.
That's not a bad deal at all.
No, he's got me on the ropes.
Where exactly is Barbados?
I have no idea.
Why'd you pick out Barbados?
It sounded the most exotic. Sounds really warm this time of year.
Hey, Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the reason a mule is so expensive is because it's a cross between a horse and a donkey, and it's sterile. They can't produce other mules.
You see that, Fez? You would be expensive. In the animal world, you would go for a pretty penny.
So then, if we gave out mules, they wouldn't even be able to crossbreed them and make more mules for themselves.
No, we're not giving out mules, because who wants one? What are you going to do, have a fucking mule in the Bronx? It's just a waste of time. So you give them the money for one. It's going to be a straight cash deal. They're not going to have some acres that suddenly they have to clear and deal with. I'll give them the money. If they want to go buy acres with it, they can do it.
Check day is going to be exciting.
Now,
across the country. The day the checks get handed out,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be thrilling.
Yeah, you definitely want to have some iPods that day. Some Nike stock, because that'll be going through.
Yeah, Nike should debut a new sneaker that day.
Gold sneakers.
Worth $700,000.
And give me 62 pair of sneakers, please. Here's Derek. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Why don't you guys just, instead of going to the ocean, just swim in the lakes?
Oh, I fucking hate to swim in a lake. You get that.
Nothing's going to bother you there.
Yeah, but there's that weird kind of weed shit on the bottom. I don't know what you would call those weeds.
Yeah, that shit is, I hate that shit.
It's so silky or whatever it is.
And then here's the other thing. Someone takes a piss in a lake, it stays there. It's not like the ocean where it flushes itself out, or a pool where you got something happening.
There's not even waves to spread it out a little bit. It's just going to sit in a puddle like a piss lily pad.
Ugh. I do not
Piss
like
pads.
lakes. I dove in on a lake one time and was all in the middle of that stuff in the bottom. I felt like I wasn't going to come out of it. Felt like some kind of Tales from the Crypt episode I found myself in.
Felt like Swamp Thing?
Yeah, I just felt like I was going to be stuck down there.
It's weird because it's slimy and dirty both.
Yeah.
It's gritty and slimy.
Ugh. Disgusting lake swimmers.
Pull the plug on those things.
We could load them up full of sharks if you want. Have some place to put our shrimp. I didn't think of that we need the seafood, Fez. I do like seafood. Here's Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Good morning. How are you doing? Happy New Year, man. Did you know, I was so impressed with your thing there with Star Jones, I ran out and bought the book. Have you guys heard about the honeymoon part? Did you get that far into it?
No.
Where it was, oh, honey, the circuit breaker broke. Maybe you should call room service and get me a couple cheesecakes and have them flip that circuit back over.
That's why you're listening to us, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do it on your own. It's much more difficult. I'm sure in the back of his mind, Fezzy, that was going to kill.
Yeah. We'll handle the Star Jones biography, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Geraldine has written a wonderful book that she calls Shine. Now, if I wrote a book about her, called it Shine, everybody would think I was a racist.
She gets away with it because it's her shiny story.
Right. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all.
Shiny like a glazed donut.
Yeah, she's shines, all right. Now, the PC stuff is always difficult. The NOW organization, that's the National Organization of Women, they've called for somebody's head, and this one's a shocker, Fez. It's Joe Paterno. They've asked for Joe Paterno to step down.
Now, Joe Paterno, you would think, how could this old guy bother anybody? He's been coaching for 50 years, never does anything, never has a bad thing to say about anyone.
Well, he's the last coach in America who looks like he could be a gym teacher. He still has that look of a high school coach that you would have years ago, where the guy would teach gym 8 times a day and then go out and coach boys football.
So what now the National Organization of Women is upset about is the comments that Paterno made about A.J. Nicholson. He was the Florida State linebacker who got suspended from the Orange Bowl because of sexual assault charges.
Right.
So Paterno said, there's so many people gravitating to these kids. He may not have even known what he was getting into. They knock on the door. A cute girl knocks on the door. What do? Jeez. He's a heck of a football player, by the way.
So the fact is that this wasn't just him nailing a chick on the side. It was sexual assault. But you've got to take it into mind that Joe Paterno is kind of an old Italian guy. He doesn't exactly know what he's saying.
No, he doesn't know what's going on. He knows that there's pretty girls around.
He should retire, but the AARP should ask for it. It should be somebody to say, Joe, you're old, you're out of step. You can leave now a winner. It would be a great time for him to step down.
See, in Joe Paterno's mind, what did this guy do? Take her to a picture show and get her a soda afterwards? He doesn't know exactly what went on. He just knows that maybe there was a sock hop or something.
Right. So if anything, you explain, but you don't ask for people to be fired all the time. That's my problem with it. What's wrong with re-educating people? A lot of times people say stupid things, particularly in sports, and maybe what you have to do to them is say, Joe, here's exactly what happened. I'm sure he would say, oh, I get it now.
Yeah, just explain to him, about rape. There wasn't rape in his days.
Well, there was rape, but no one brought it up later. You would just keep it quiet, like a good girl.
They were ladies about it.
Well, what are you going to do? All right, who else? Somebody else was asked to step down, too, right? Didn't we have another person who job they were calling for?
Yeah, Gene Shalit was taking grief from GLAAD, the gay and lesbian organization.
Uh-huh. Why are they glad?
I think it's just an acronym. Because they never seem all that happy.
Yeah, they're never happy, yeah.
For a group that calls themselves GLAAD,
yeah.
It's just not happening. Someone's always bothering these people. So Gene Shalit from NBC, from the Today Show, they're upset about his review of Brokeback Mountain, where he calls in his review Jake Gyllenhaal's character a sexual predator.
Right.
Because he's in love with Heath Ledger and pursues his love interest. GLAAD is saying, hey, if it was a straight couple and the guy was pursuing the girl, he wouldn't get called a sexual predator.
Right.
That doesn't happen in any other movie. They brought up Titanic. They said when Jack pursued Rose, he wasn't considered a sexual predator. He was a young man in love.
All right, good point. Not a bad point this time. So what's Shalit going to do? Apologize?
Oh, Shalit will end up apologizing.
I guess he met the aggressor or whatever. He just didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah, so he's talking about the plot of the movie.
Right.
Talking about Jake Gyllenhaal coercing Heath Ledger and calls him a sexual predator doing it.
No, you and Earl are going to see Brokeback Mountain after the show.
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah. Now, supposedly you guys are getting a hotel room after. Why is that? Why wouldn't it be just the movie?
Because we're going to a later show.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if I'd have, it's a long trip back to Roosevelt Island for me.
Gene Shalit, by the way, gave the movie a rave. He said it was ass-eating fun. So why would they just pay attention to the part that they're upset
That's
about?
ass-eating fun. I'm Gene Shalit.
Yeah. He's crazy about this film. He said his dick was hard from pillar to post.
Gene Shalit, who basically just looks like some sort of crazy kids host now. I'm surprised anyone even takes his reviews seriously.
I did not even know he was still around. I had no idea he was still part of this decade. To me, he seemed like he's from the 40s.
You just don't see Gene Shalit says anything about any movie anymore.
Right. Well, we're talking about people saying stuff that's out of line. They're doing it in the WWE now, Fez.
Kurt Angle has taken a real anti-American stance on just about everything. He's very politically incorrect anymore.
He's trying to become the heel, right? Is it working for him? Are people booing him?
Actually, no. He's getting cheered more than ever now.
That's the problem with the WWE. In the 80s, people would love to go, I see, Beefcake is no longer good. We will boo him. But now, today, it seems like when someone tries to turn heel, that's when the fans like them more. So it's very, very confusing.
That's when the wrestling heads find him at their most entertaining. He's already done... Remember when Sergeant Slaughter turned on America during the first Gulf War?
Right.
He was pro-Saddam Hussein in Iraq.
Yeah.
People hated him. They despised him. He wore that Saudi headdress to the ring.
And you're saying now Kurt Angle's going in that same direction, and this could actually have people turning on the war.
Yeah, it's people are now following Kurt Angle's lead as they cheer him on to victory.
All right, let's take a listen. You have this, Earl, of where Kurt Angle was last night?
Yeah, it was last night was the WWE pay-per-view New Year's Revolution.
No, this is the clip from him on Raw. This is the first clip.
Oh, this is the first clip. All right.
Don't even get me started on our soldiers. They sit around and complain that the people back home have forgotten them. You're damn right they have, because you haven't done a damn thing since you've been over there. I mean, come on. You build a couple of schools and you think you deserve a medal? Newsflash, that's your job. You know who's been forgotten? Kurt Angle. You never heard me complain about waking up at 5 in the morning for 10 solid years to win this country a gold medal in the Olympics with a broken neck, only to come back home and hear the audience chant, "You suck." The same audience that wants me to give up my precious time to go and visit a bunch of soldiers who cry about being far from home. Hey guys, wake up. There hasn't been a draft since Vietnam. You all volunteered for this, idiots. So keep your mouth shut and do your damn job. Nobody paid me for the sacrifices I made to go to the Olympics. Unlike the men and women of the military. That's right, they get paid. Hell, they probably couldn't get a job back at home anyway. And if I have to hear another story about my poor baby daughter who I left back at home, hey, you chose to leave because you couldn't handle the responsibility. And now you have the audacity to bitch about it. Each and every one of you and everyone who sympathizes with you makes me sick.
Well, I tell you what, Kurt Angle obviously speaks for himself with those comments. That's like the biggest. That's hard to listen to. Sound like the biggest turncoat since Benedict Arnold. What's wrong with him? I don't know.
That's how he kind of started this thing, Fez. But last night, and I think we're going to have this tomorrow, last night he took more of a kind of an anti-black angle, Kurt Angle.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't care for black people.
Here is at least his character. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Last night on the pay-per-view, he was trying to get some cheap heat by saying that he hated black people, and if he could put one person in history in the ankle lock, it would be Jesus Christ.
How far do I have to go to get you people to boo me? What do I have to do? Now, let me tell you something right now. If they would have slapped the ankle lock on Jesus Christ, that would have just put it over. That would have put it over the edge, Fezzy. It's bad enough being crucified.
Yeah, I don't know if Jesus would have tapped out.
What's he going to do next? Come in the ring with a hood, with the white hood?
How far do I have to go to be booed by you people? Flea, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, but that guy was talking about last night with the promo, he actually did it sarcastically. Because at the end of it, the guy who was interviewing him said, well, Kurt, why are you like this? He said, because no matter what I say, the fans will always cheer me because they know I'm the greatest wrestler alive.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah.
The young people are eating this up.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're popping for it?
They are popping for someone who wants to slap an ankle lock on our Savior.
And what exactly is he saying about black people, Flea?
Well, no, he said, what are your comments for tonight? He said, I don't have any comments for tonight. I hope the Americans lose the Iraqi war, and I think my favorite country is France, And I really am not too fond of the black people, and if I were to make one person tap out in history, it would be Jesus. And the crowd is kind of, like, not getting it. And
right.
Then the interviewer's like, well, what's your, why are you saying this? He said, because no matter what I say, the fans will always cheer for me.
All right. So it's just such a scary picture. Jesus had such slim ankles.
And we'd be better off to say that he hates white people if he really wants to wake that crowd up. We found out the other day you call Willie Nelson gay and you become a heel. Here is Ken. Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jesus couldn't get out of the backslide pin into the crucifix.
No, I mean, first of all, Jesus is not a fighter, so saying I could beat up Jesus, not all that impressive.
Right, most people could.
Buddha, on the other hand, would come to the ring and be able to handle himself. Jesus, if anything, I could see him boxing, not wrestling. And really more of a swimmer's build, if you wanted to swim against him. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Now, Ronnie, we don't have a lot of history about Jesus in his early days, but I hear he was a phenomenal wrestler from age about 12 to 30. I really think he could have got out of that ankle lock.
What you're thinking right now, my friend, is Abe Lincoln, and I get those two confused. Abe Lincoln was the one who was a great wrestler, and actually, from what I understand, the first NWA champion.
Wow, it goes that far back. You can trace it.
You can trace it all the way back to the Illinois League, and it was Honest Abe.
The Illinois State champion.
And again, he doesn't look like he would be a great wrestler. Very tall and thin. Like a young Razor Ramon.
If he only had used that move. The Razor's Edge.
So there you go. We'll have to check into that later. Here is... this is a problem. It's a Paranoid. Hey, Perry, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up? This is the first time I've ever called you from the restroom. I apologize for that.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm either having a miscarriage or I just ate something bad.
All right, I really don't want to hear about it.
Not good.
Yeah.
But look, good news. Looks like I'll be able to come up and shave Snoogum's head. I'm in, and hopefully
Perry, we would have loved to had you here. You backed out of your Redskins.
But this is
you made up a lie saying that your life was threatened.
Ron, my life was threatened. I believe I was threatened. I took it very seriously. The authorities looked into it.
I had Master Poe looking into it. He spent the entire weekend trying to find out where poisons have been sold in the tri-state area, trying to track it down.
And apparently everywhere.
Yeah.
The good news is I'm going to brave the elements. And I'm going to come up there and shave Snoogum's head. A bet is a bet. I don't want anybody to welch out. And, I'll take my risks.
We would have loved to have, our excitement level here was the original Cosmic Circus coming back together.
Paranoid, Elfish, and Cigar Sid.
Yeah.
Well,
for a three-way hair dance.
It's still going to happen, my friend. And you know what? I'm going to get on the...
But let me just read this. Ron, I apologize for having to back out of this bet.
No.
My life has, again, been threatened by someone from NYC. I was told to stay out of New York where I would be poisoned or stabbed. I don't know who it was, but the message was clear. Stay out of New York or die. I'd rather not be killed out of town by an enemy or deranged fans. I will stay out of further bets. Paranoid.
But if you recall, Ron, I called in to say I'm going to brave the elements because I'm that kind of man.
Today,
I don't know how they breed the men in New York City, Daddy, but when I make a bet, the Paranoid stays by it. In the Redskins, did you see what they did to the Bucks? Not only did they beat them, they spit in their face. And
well, here's the way to do it. Let's do this. You'll be the triple or nothing guy set up for the following week, and Fez will take his beloved Seahawks.
I have always been a Seattle backer, Paranoid. You and me, one-on-one with the Seahawks against the Redskins.
What does that do for Elfish? I don't want to invade on his thing now.
Elfish is out. Let's face it. That bet, it doesn't seem like he wants to triple or nothing. So Perry you'll sign off on the Cosmic Circus triple or nothing.
Well, I think I can talk Elfish into the triple or nothing.
Yeah. If you do that, we bring the entire Cosmic Circus to New York. How's that sound, Fez?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That seems like a fair deal.
All right. I think I'm in.
And it's by plane.
First class, Ronnie?
I don't know about first class because it's that short flight, so I don't even know if they have that. But there will be a limousine at the airport to pick up the three of you.
Jet flying, limousine riding?
That's right. The Cosmic Circus rides again.
Woo, I like this.
All you got to do is convince Elfish, triple or nothing. Bet your skins against my Seahawks.
If you tell me right now you're signing off on it, I'm willing to go with that.
Oh, man. That sounds so good. I could finally be the wrestler I've always wanted to be.
And, Fezzy, we take them out for a night on the town.
Whoa! Throw that in. Throw that on top, Paranoid.
A night on the town.
You're making it really difficult for me to say no. But Elfish is in charge this time.
The drinks are on us.
You give them a call.
Let me work on them.
Yeah, and it's now Plains. It's a night out in the limo, Fezzy, and we take them out to dinner. And when I say we, it's you, but it's the Four Horsemen, Fezzy and the Cosmic Circus.
Woo! I like it. All right, I'm calling Elfish now.
Yeah.
He'll have the answer for you in a little bit.
I'm talking surf and turf, not just surf.
I'm allergic to seafood, but...
All right, so you're turfing. That's beautiful.
That's
you can have two turfs.
Yeah.
And do I get a personal bodyguard?
Yes, you will have a personal bodyguard.
All right.
All right.
Fat baby security.
And a creme de mint. A creme de mint.
I love creme de mint.
Only the classiest of all drinks.
I don't know what those fancy things are, but I'll tell you this. I'm calling Elfish right now.
Call him right now.
We're going to get this bad boy in gear.
Yeah.
Tell him you are on board. Triple or nothing straight up. Your Redskins against my Seahawks.
Jet flying. 3 guys in a jet. 3 guys. Three guys getting into a stretch limousine.
Will we fit?
For a night on the town. Manhattan Madness.
Diamonds are forever, and so is the Cosmic Circus.
And then the 3 of you, you shave Fezzy's head the way he deserves.
We can't be stopped.
You can't be stopped, Daddy.
You're on a roll.
Yeah. The circus is back.
You are undefeated in 06.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, do it. All right, he signed off on it, Fezzy.
Nice. Triple or nothing this weekend. Seahawks versus Redskins.
Wow. This is exciting.
You're the master negotiator.
Well, I try to do what I can.
You got me down from $10 million
to a mule.
A mule, and you got very.
And you know what? It's a lot more fun for Elfish too.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna have a great time.
He's gonna enjoy this so much more than he would a train ride and shaving my head.
Not only is he gonna shave your head, Fezzy, but then you got to do your head blue like the Blue Man Group. So you're sitting here basically doing the Blue Man Group for the rest of the night.
Yeah, where I look like I've got appliances attached to me or whatever their act is.
So if anything, I sold my friend Fezzy out. I sold him out.
You actually fooled me on that one.
I know.
You put it past me.
Yeah.
Right over my head. Didn't see it coming.
I forgot about the spit in the face thing during that game the other day.
Sean Taylor.
Yeah. Where the entire ABC crew was just ripping the official. He did nothing. This is a travesty to sport.
They were furious with that referee when Sean Taylor spit in Michael Pittman's face. They didn't know what happened. All they saw was Michael Pittman slap Sean Taylor upside his helmet. So they're talking how the referee has cost the Redskins this game.
Yeah.
And everything else. And this guy, this is insane. It's crazy.
But isn't this odd where you have a game where you can roll into a guy's knee and destroy his ACL, and that's part of the game, but a little spit gets you sent home? You know what I'm saying? Why do we make such a big deal about spit?
I don't know. It's such a personal invasion of space, I think.
Well, it's only because we made it up that it's invasion. It's kind of an invasion of space when we have a pile of people laying on top of you. And again, that's considered part of the game.
Yeah. Spit taken very, very seriously and personally.
It really is. It really is. And it can't actually be any more dangerous than breathing on a guy. I mean, it's a game where people bite each other. You would not be thrown out of a game for a bite.
I mean, if you look at what's more dangerous, slapping someone upside the head with your hand or the spit, you got to think the hand.
And also, you got to remember, guys are bleeding and they're rolling all over each other, and blood. You get blood all over yourself, and it's not necessarily yours.
Yeah, there's blood all over, so it can't be we're worried about disease things. There's just a weird thing we have about spit, and people go crazy over spit.
Yeah, the slapping of the ass is very personal, but that's seen as an actual good thing.
And we were talking about in the WWE, they spit in each other's face all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember I did something with them one time, and they're going, make sure you spit on me. Make sure you, when you're really mad, spit at me. And I'm like, I don't know about the spitting thing.
Remember Robbie Alomar, this was almost 15 years ago. They still haven't forgiven him when he spat in the face of the umpire.
Right. Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in you guys. If you guys let Paranoid back in, the only reason that fucker jumps back in is because his team won. I guarantee if the Redskins had lost and you all tried to make him pay up, he would claim he was out.
I don't know. I believe in him, and I know that he speaks for Elfish, and I really do feel like it's a better deal for everybody all the way around. I mean, Fez and the Blue Man Group, forget about it. That's humiliating.
I would be so embarrassed I couldn't live with myself.
Yeah. So Elfish got you. Yeah.
That'll be hilarious, but that fucking Paranoid's a fucking pussy. But me and Fez, me and you need to have a bet next year because I know my Cowboys are coming down to Tampa to play you guys next year, so we'll have to get together on that one.
Well, one thing we found out this year, if you bet against Fez, you'll win. The only person he can win against is J-Dubs.
That was it, my tattoo bet.
By the way, did you get a nice email out to J-Dubs and El Jefe for that gift they sent me?
No, I haven't. I mean,
who's the guy who gave me season 3 of Arrested Development? He made it at home. This thing is set up like it's a real DVD. It's unbelievably nice he did for me.
I don't have his name in front of me, but I did send him a nice thank you note.
My only problem is I don't have last week's. What are you gonna? Now I feel like I'm,
Sure.
Well, an incomplete set of anything.
Well, and I was thinking this. If you get a nice cheese wheel and maybe some crackers, it's really more of a night out. Rather than just watching something, it's a celebration.
Well, it's an entertainment spectacular.
Yeah.
You cover all your bases with it.
This is TJ from Jacksonville sent that. And it was very, very nice of you, TJ. I was only teasing about the cheese wheel. Although, I do want to see next week's. Here's Pat. Pat, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Michael Pittman's wife spit in his face 2 summers ago?
When he drove a car over top of her?
It was pretty instinctual when he hit back,
What did he do, Fezzy, exactly? He tried to hit her with a car?
Yeah, I think she was, trying to leave with the daughter, and he, ran into her car while she was pulling out of the driveway, something like that.
Whatever. The things happen. The point is the guy's a pretty decent football player. Let's drop it.
And he's done all his community service and his NFL suspension both.
Here is Les. Les, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron?
Yeah.
The triple or nothing deal ought to be that says he has to give up his position on the show for 1 week.
Well, it'll be that day when Fez is dressed as a Blue Man Group member. Remember, he can't speak. So Elfish will take his mic, and Fez will only play drums or, I don't know, whatever those Blue Man Group guys do.
I think I got to learn to juggle.
Yeah. Okay. But the Blue Man Group has really left Mummenschanz in the dirt.
Oh, yeah. Those dough faces.
Yeah, those days are over. Those days are over. Although, when they have toilet paper for eyes and they're pulling it and acting like they're crying, I'll forget about it.
It's not tears, though. It's just toilet paper.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, in the Middle East, guys, it's a compliment to spit on each other, but to show the bottom of the shoe is an insult.
Right.
So I think we need more Middle Eastern football players.
So if you're, happy with somebody in the Middle East, if I'm going to say, Earl, great show today, I just hocker on him.
Just right all over him, yeah.
We should start doing that for Earl.
Yeah.
At the end of every show.
Remember, the punks always spit in each other's face.
I never saw the Sex Pistols crying like little fucking babies and suspending people because the audience spit on them. They rolled with it. The NFL is really weird with their no spitting rule. I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman's a tough guy. He gets spit on, 15-yard penalty, and that's it.
He answered back with a head slap.
Again, even if he doesn't, 15-yard penalty, and that's it. You think guys should be kicked out for spitting, Fez?
I hate a spitter. I say yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just, spit. Something about it.
Maybe
drives me nuts.
Maybe football's not your game then. All right, Fez, here's Elfish to rub it in right now about getting 3 trips. Now, jet flying limo riding, night out on the town, going out to dinner, and you're dressed, after your head shaved, you're in the Blue Man Group.
Head painted blue.
Yeah.
Boy, everything is in his favor.
Elfish?
Hi, Fezzy.
Oh, hi, Elfish.
Elfish, I was mad at first that you had Perry call. And
call? Hold on for a minute.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
Thank you very much. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what that means.
Just hold on.
All right, hold on. What's he doing?
I have no idea. He's trying to open a bottle and talk on the phone at the same time.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
Listen, you were talking about the ABC crew jumping all over the place on that. That was the ESPN crew working the ABC crew.
Right, I know that, but you know when they're on ABC, they're the ABC crew.
Yeah, but they got just the thought of losing Monday Night Football to ESPN is making me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
I hope that fucking Theismann isn't part of the crew.
I think Theismann is unbelievably bad, but I hate that whole team. Even the play-by-play guy is awful on that.
Yeah, the only thing that's...
I don't know his name, but he's
James
terrible.
Patrick? Is that his name?
Mike
I don't know.
Patrick.
Mike Patrick. Awful.
Yeah, the only saving grace is the fact that maybe... what's his name from Monday Night Football is going to be going.
Yeah, who's doing the show with him?
I don't know. It's John Madden, and I don't know.
No, Madden's not doing. Madden's going over to NBC.
All right.
I think Theismann's doing the color for Michaels.
And just the two of them?
I think it's going to be a two-man team.
That will be dreadful. It will be unwatchable, just like the Sunday night game is now. Unwatchable. Joe Theismann, he's so interesting because he pissed off the Bucks fans and the Redskins fans with his color commentary. Hey, Elfish.
Yeah.
You know that I'm a former member of the Redskins pregame show, right?
You lying ass.
Oh, are you telling me I never was? Because I'll quadruple or nothing.
Remember? Yeah, but you don't root for the team.
Yes, I am a former member of Redskins Radio.
I'm wondering when my ticket's going to be confirmed, because I'm ready to leave.
Well, we will confirm it after the Seahawks lose.
No,
and I believe they are. Well, you better talk to Perry.
Because he okayed it.
Perry, he's not. He does not have the right or.
Did you talk to him yet?
I don't care if I talk to him.
Call him.
It's my fucking bet.
Call him. Well, we couldn't find you. We couldn't find you all day, and here Perry's coming through like a. You know, Perry came up with a great idea. He said we switched to the Jets.
Oh, good. He can suck a dick.
Well, that'll happen in the limo. Then it's a night out on the town.
Yeah.
No.
And you still get to shave my head.
I will be sleeping at your house tonight, Fez, and I want the ticket confirmed in New Carrollton, Maryland by 6 o'clock.
You are going to have to talk to Perry because our travel agent right now is working on this next bet.
I'm on my way.
I've got 15 gallons of blue paint here for when Fez loses.
What are we supposed to do with that?
He's already lost twice.
I know. That's why the third time.
That's why it's called triple or nothing.
Pay the fuck up. Come on.
Did I mention that the meal would take place at Sardi's on Broadway and 40
I don't
seconds?
give a flying fuck. I don't care if Frank Sinatra's there.
You'll be
I want the fucking ticket. I want the fucking ticket now.
You better talk to Perry. He made a deal.
Then what?
No, he didn't make shit for me.
Then how were we able to okay this?
Because you owe me, and...
Well, he owes the Cosmic Circus. It's you, Sid.
Fuck that. Sid, he owes Sid, too. Sid needs a ticket, too.
As part of the circus.
No, right now. We won. It's done.
All right, you better call...
No, pay.
You better call Perry.
Pay now.
Give him a call and call us back and work this out.
Then why did you let Perry speak for you?
Bullshit.
Why did you let Perry talk for the Cosmic Circus?
Dropped out.
I'm just going by what I thought he was the leader of the circus.
Welch and asses.
Hey, I'm not part of it. I'm just saying he called here. He had this set up.
I don't give a fuck what he said.
We're telling you what he said and what he agreed to.
It rolls like this. I bet Fezzi. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
All right, so Sid is out.
Elfish, as the unofficial arbiter of this,
You pay.
This bet, Perry Noid spoke on your behalf.
That's right.
He did not.
He claimed.
Not by my word.
He spoke on your behalf. He said he would talk to you. And
oh, you welching fuck!
And as the independent arbiter, I have nothing to do with this bet. I for one,
what you are.
I would love to shave it. I would love to have this.
Why are you complaining? Now you're going to be flying. You're going to be riding around in a limo.
Away from hanging up.
You're eating a seafood dish with another entree. That's surf and turf.
Now, I sleep at his house.
We told Paranoid that this is okay with Elfish, and he agreed to this bet.
He does not speak for me.
Well, he did speak for you.
We told him you had to be on board, and he agreed, and he said yes to this bet.
Am I on board?
We don't know what you two talk about.
I haven't talked to him about it.
A deal's a deal.
No,
Welcher.
A deal. You owe me now.
Welch.
I want the ticket now.
Did you hear the Blue Man Group part?
I don't give a fuck about that.
My head painted blue, my bald head.
The ticket and
limo.
I want to pick up at Penn Station when I get there.
Say the word Sardi's again to him, Ronnie. Maybe he didn't hear it.
Well, maybe he's not familiar with Sardi.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Maybe you're not familiar with Sardi's.
I'm collecting today.
So you stop believing in your team.
No, I believe in my team.
Call Perry and call me back. Call Perry and call me back. I want to get this straightened out. We're going off the air in an hour.
Because we did a radio shake on it with Perry.
Yeah.
Go fuck Perry. What does he got to do with it?
Cosmic Circus mean anything to you? You, Sid, and Perry,
and
the original?
Wasn't he part of the Double or Nothing bet?
He pulled out of the fucking bet.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Let's suppose I get a call from Keith Richards, and he goes, the Rolling Stones want to do something. Then I'm going to get a call later from Mick going, wait, he doesn't speak for me? Of course he does.
It rolls this way. I made the bet, and I told you at the beginning of the show that I would be there in New York tonight.
But then either you or Perry called back and came up with this limo riding, jet flying, son of a gun deal, which is basically...
Oh, this is horseshit. You guys are pulling out of your shit.
The Ric Flair Triple or Nothing.
You don't have to talk dirty. You don't have to talk dirty.
That's horseshit.
I'll let Earl decide.
And again, as the independent arbiter, when I have zero to do with this, I mean, I, for one, would shave everybody's heads.
I know you would.
You're good that way.
I'm good that way. But Paranoid called on your behalf.
No, he did not call
as a member of the Cosmic Circus.
My fucking voice?
He said...
No, but again, if I said something, wouldn't I be speaking for me and Fez? And if Fez says something, wouldn't he be speaking for me and Fez?
True.
No, I could vouch for that because...
No, I told you point blank at the beginning of the show. It was simple. I'm on my way.
And then Perry called.
Tonight. I don't give a fuck if Sister Mary asked her ass.
Well, I would not let a Catholic nun speak for you. That would be crazy. I would let your Cosmic Radio partner, or whatever that's called, speak for you.
Who's spoken for you so eloquently in the past.
All right.
Call him and call us back. We're off the air in an hour. I want to make this thing happen, Elfish. I got a limo company on hold right now.
I don't give a fuck about that. Call New Carrollton Metro.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
My ticket because I'm on my way.
Is that a made-up town?
There's no jets that fly out of there. Listen to this song. What is Steve Miller singing about?
I'm on my fucking way tonight.
By jet?
I can't get you the jet ride and the limo before the game.
I don't need a limo. I'll walk to where the fuck you live.
Call Perry and then call us back, please.
Fuck him.
I want to get this.
Till Saturday.
All right, talk to you then. See you later, buddy.
Yeah.
Now he's upset.
And he's winning. I don't get people. I just don't understand anyone.
I know you don't.
Did Perry make a better deal for him or not?
Yeah. Sardi's, limo, cream de mints.
Oh, I love a cream de mint. I can't wait to eat one of those in my blue face. Stick one right in there.
It's a drink.
Thought it was a dessert.
I don't know what we're going to do, Earl.
Ken is the official arbiter. Paranoid spoke for the show. He spoke for the Cosmic Circus.
I know he did.
And what you said earlier is a fact. When you speak for the show, you speak for both you and Fez, and vice versa.
Here's Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Kevin?
Hey, Fezzy, man, why don't you just pass up, man? Shave your head, move on, go on, forget about it, buddy.
What is your connection to this hair of yours, Fez?
It's finally looking good. It's healthy.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you. And I'm not the one welching.
Yeah.
I'm not, Elfish trying to back out of Paranoid's bet.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, but Elfish is the one that made the original bet, not Paranoid. Come on now.
That was so long ago. Who can remember?
Nobody. At this point, no one can remember. The thing is, I feel bad because it sounds like Elfish is upset.
And this should be the happiest day of his life.
Right. And I'm tired of losing friends. By the way, have you ever got me and Billy back together? It's been a while yet.
Oh, no. Billy. I forgot about Billy.
Now, I thought Mikey D was even going to help with it. I haven't talked to Mikey D in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since right before Christmas.
Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Not much, man. I just wanted to bitch at Fez because he needs to shave his head. He welched on the first time he had to shave his head.
You know, it does seem like you owe a couple of head shapes here, Fezzy.
How is it welching if you move on to a double or nothing bet and now a triple or nothing bet?
Right. Where you would be
if you keep betting.
Fez would be buying 3 plane tickets, round trip, a large meal at Sardi's.
Yeah, limo service.
Yeah, limo service.
From the airport. And shaving my head bald and being in the Blue Man Group. Pretending I'm in the Blue Man Group.
I told you, I've been watching a lot of Arrested Development. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Fezzy, what a welcher! What a welcher!
I know, I can't stand that Elfish.
No, I'm talking about you, Fezzy. I'm so disappointed.
Why? The bet is this weekend.
It seems
I haven't welched on anything yet.
It seems like people are going 50-50 now, where there is some people agreeing with Elfish. Here's Billy Boy. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Yeah.
Y'all need to cut Elfish a break. You know, he's my Redskin padre. I called up the other week. I told you I was a big Redskin fan.
Hey, how do you think they're going to do against the Seahawks?
Oh, well, you know, Elfish, you ought to take it because the Redskins are going to kick ass.
All right, so there you go.
That's one of my favorites.
You're speaking for your Redskins buddy, and Elfish will take it. That's exciting to know. Fezzy, we're now tripling down. My heart's beating out of my chest.
I've never been involved in a triple or nothing bet before.
I don't even know if there's been one.
It's exciting times.
Yeah.
And doesn't it make the playoffs all the more exciting?
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm at the edge of my seat.
It's the first game of next weekend's playoffs on a Saturday.
Here's Merv. Merv, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to double or nothing on your stents back. This is your doctor. I want to take your stents back if you lose.
What does that mean, Merv?
Oh, come on. Don't renege, man.
White people are so scared of black.
Oh, Merv, I would never go to a doctor who talked like that.
I hate racism. I hate racism so much.
There's no place for it.
You know who started it?
Who?
Krauts.
Damn Krauts.
And the Jinx picked up on it from there. All right, here's Paranoid comeback. Hey, Perry.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy. Congratulations. We talked to Elfish.
You know,
triple or nothing, baby.
He's locked in.
This isn't good.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone. I've never heard him this angry in my life.
Angry or stoked?
Nah, I'm going to say angry. He had some choice words for the Perry.
What did he call you?
A dick.
Oh.
And some other things that I can't even say on satellite.
Well, I think bad feelings are all going to fade aside once you're on that jet.
Do me a favor, Perry. Call him back and tell him to keep the radio heat going. Tell him not to ruin this.
I told him that this would be the greatest day in fake radio history.
I know.
And
the entire night will be on fake radio.
Yeah, he
will be on.
I told him. I said, look, I made it clear the first time I called that I don't have the final say. I don't speak for Elfish. Let me just correct everybody here.
Perry.
I did my best, and I mean, the guy sounds like he's ready to commit murder.
This will be the second time you've backed out. First, you back out against Snuggums, and now you're backing out against Fez. Call him back and make this thing happen. You got to the end of the show.
1 hour.
Yeah.
What can I do? I tried.
Make it happen. You don't want to be known as a welcher.
Never.
That's
Fez,
the worst thing.
Fez will ruin you in the betting community.
But here's the thing.
No one will ever bet you again, Perry.
Elfish is the leader here. He has the final say.
Well, call him back and make sure you work it out.
All right.
Yeah. Now,
work it out on the plane right here.
I didn't want to even give this away, but from what I understand, the limo will have an air freshener.
Oh.
So it's going to be a wonderful night.
First class all the way.
Yeah.
Man. Just to live a night like you were Ric Flair.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also there is a CD player in there.
Nuh-uh.
And I believe we'll be playing Foreigner. So the entire night you'll be rocking hard with Foreigner.
Elfish's favorite.
Yeah, well, America's favorite, Fez. So it's a big night all the way around. Eastside Dave, after he's shaved down, he'll be part of the Blue Man Group as well.
Oh, nice. The pain will stick to him a little bit better than me.
You guys will do each other. He'll blue you, you'll blue him, and then... All right, that's just definitely lifted from Arrested Development. I'm just like a little fan, Fez. I can't get enough of it. So it's exciting stuff all the way around.
It's going to be a big weekend.
Yeah. Here's Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, I got a question. If Fez loses this bet, if they think the Fez loses Saturday of the game, will they actually take the 10 years to the next season if the Skins didn't win in the bowl?
I don't know what he's saying.
I have no idea. Something about the Skins and the bowl.
Skins are going all the way to the Super Bowl, and I'm saying that as a former member of Redskins Radio, Fez. I wish you could have heard me.
I think I did. I think I was there, Ron.
I used to give a razz to the other team, which stinks on ice, was my little segment I did with, I believe, John Riggins. It was John Riggins and I
think it was me.
Hey, Elfish?
Yeah.
All right, it's exciting stuff. What's going on?
Yeah, it's easy.
You got to the end of the show. Keep thinking about it. But the fact of the matter is, it's all coming down against the Seahawks.
This is it. Winner goes to the conference championship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's going to buy all your tickets on that big old jet.
Honor your bet now.
Exciting stuff. What's going on?
Turn your radio down, Elfish. What are we going to do? Stop doing bad radio today. Only do good radio.
All right, honor your bet now.
All right, hold on. He does honor his bet. He honors the Seahawks bet.
It's this weekend, my Seahawks. Oh, I can't wait. That should be a close game. That'll go either way.
I don't know. After what I saw the Skins did this week, I think they're going to score 70. I don't think they can be stopped.
Imagine if they doubled their offense.
Yeah.
244 yards.
Wow. All right, let's take a break here. With the whole walk the line thing, they're pushing it really, really big, Fez. And I guess they want to get Phoenix the Oscar, huh?
Yeah, I think what's going on is Reese Witherspoon as June Carter.
She seems like she's got the inside track.
Yeah, she seems to be a lock on a nomination. So it seems like they're really going to want to push Joaquin Phoenix and get him an Oscar nod.
Now Leonard Nimoy has jumped into it, and he's done a cover of Walk the Line.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine.
Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.
Grab a dog. I poke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
It's a Ron and Fez show. Anything on TV tonight, Fez?
I'm trying to think of what's on a Monday night. No, I can't think of anything that's good.
No.
On Monday.
I guess we haven't. Have we gotten back into here's what the nights are going to be like again, or are we still in reruns? Earl, do you know something that's on tonight?
Yeah, they're plugging that new Heather Graham TV show. What is that?
Big Tits?
Yes.
Oh, something Reasons About Emily or something like that.
Emily Reasons Why Not or something like that.
It's basically called Big Eyes, Big Tits. Go ahead and enjoy the show.
I read a couple of reviews. They said she's always like in skimpy T-shirts.
All right, I'll watch then. I said just so bounce our way into our hearts.
Yeah, but American Idol hasn't started yet. Survivor doesn't start till the beginning of February.
You know what? I don't know if I'll get into either one of them. I definitely don't care about Survivor. I might watch a little bit of Idol, but I just can't gear myself up for basically what feels like a rerun. Hey, Whiz Kid, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, I don't think you're welching on a bet. Welching on a bet means saying, no, I lost, I won't pay, not really betting again. That's not welching.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm doubling and tripling down.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I can pick off 4 winners next weekend if you want them.
Yeah, God, give it to us.
Okay, name them off. I know what they are, but just in order so you guys can keep track of them.
Sure.
All right, you got Seahawks at home against the Redskins.
Washington's going to have their ass handed to them.
Now, it's already a pretty large spread, right, Fez?
9-point spread, Seahawks favored.
So would you give up the 9 points, Whiz Kid?
I don't give up points. I can just pick the winners. That's it.
Well, that's,
Well, that doesn't help any gamblers.
That's not gambling.
No, that's why I don't gamble. Every time I bet,
yeah,
I lose.
Oh, yeah.
If I don't bet, I pick the winners.
Well, then you're not exactly the Whiz Kid, but thanks for calling us. Fez is a gambler, and he's a man willing to double and triple down. Where are you right now with your bet with Elfish and the Cosmic Circus guys?
Right now, I've lost the double or nothing, Ronnie. I'm down 2 here.
You better just pay it off now and get out of this stuff. Get away from the table. Go lick your wounds.
I feel my luck about to change, my friend, with the Seahawks against the Redskins this weekend. Now, instead of Elfish getting a train ticket here, he's flying on a jet, Ronnie, with his Cosmic Circus pals.
Wow.
Instead of staying at my house, he gets a night out on the town and a meal at Sardi's instead of having grilled cheese at my house.
Sardi's?
Perfect. He's getting a limo ride instead of having to catch a cab from the train station.
What music's going to be playing in that limo?
It's going to be none other than Foreigner, Ronnie.
Best of album?
Best of.
Wow.
Jukebox Hero.
Now, here's your partner, East Side Dave. Dave.
Buddy.
Yeah, how do you feel about this bet now that Fez is speaking for both of you?
I know. Well, listen, Mr. W knows what he knows.
Yeah.
He's in charge of things like Hannibal from the A-Team. He has a plan. I wanted to pay up today. I thought, shaving my head would be a good thing.
Right.
But look, I'm glad that Elfish is gracious. I'm glad that, he's a flexible guy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I thought Elfish would be upset and would want us to pay up. I'm happy that he understands. We're putting it on the line. We're taking the gamble.
So
we're going for it.
You're basically letting each other speak. Like Fez, like if Eastside Dave calls back, changes the bet for you, that's fine.
I would have no problem with that whatsoever. We're in this together. We're thick as thieves.
Well, that's true.
We're partners.
Yeah, I understand. And
We're the
it's,
Killer Bees.
Yeah, it's the Killer Bees against the Cosmic Circus. And let's face it, the circus is kicking a little ass. And Paranoid is turning it around this week. Elfish?
Yes.
Did you learn how to be on the radio and turn your radio down?
No, I want my payment now.
Thanks, Elfish, for being nice, for changing the bet for us. We appreciate that very
Triple
much.
or nothing, baby. This is our week, Eastside.
Pay up, pay up, pay up.
Triple time.
Yeah, they will. They are definitely paying up next Monday.
Oh, I am going to be furious if next Monday I have to pay for plane tickets and a meal at Sardi's. Are you nuts?
Fez, you forgot. You're going to be completely in blue like the Blue Man Group.
Ay, ay, ay.
You're Tobias from that point on.
All right.
I'll take green.
I'm gonna head to the Amtrak office right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I expect my ticket to be paid.
You better be careful. They scoop the homeless right out of that place.
Well, you better have paid it.
I love the way you guys play the dozens on each other. You keep the bet going.
There ain't no dozens. My ass is coming and coming to tomorrow morning.
That's so gross.
That wasn't part of the bet, mister.
Oh, all right, hold on, Elfish. I don't even know what he's saying half the time. Eastside, you will be able to get here next Monday?
I think I should be able to make it. I have to shuffle some things around. See, that's the thing. I was expecting to do it.
Right.
But look, because Elfish is willing to compromise, so am I. And especially because Mr. W is willing to go and put his neck on the line. Thank you, Mr. W,
All right.
for putting it out there. And thank you to America.
All right, Elfish, he'll be here next Monday. It's all going down.
Thanks, buddy. Tonight.
Huh?
Tonight.
Well, tonight, the game's not until what, Sunday next week?
No,
Saturday.
No, to hell with that.
Saturday again.
I didn't bet on
It's the 4:30 game Saturday.
Yeah.
I didn't bet on this week's game.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're just going by what Paranoid said.
I don't give a fuck what he said.
All right, hold on.
I can't believe how I've been hoodwinked by Elfish to put up plane tickets,
Yeah.
limo rides, meals at expensive restaurants, iconic restaurants of the 70s.
Sure. Oh, well, 40s.
Yeah, true.
Now, not only that, Elfish, you're still pushing a hard bargain. What if Fez has to throw in the fourth unofficial member of the Cosmic Circus, or Team Elfish, as I'm now calling him, Crazy Jen?
Oh, yeah.
So you will have a date. Get Crazy. Oh, well, he's not here today. Bill, get Crazy Jen on the other line.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, hold on, Bill.
Crazy Jen.
Elfish, you push this too far.
Elfish,
It's too far.
What more do you want out of me?
He will not stop.
He's relentless. He's Dr. Relentless.
Yeah, he is Dr. Relentless, who, by the way, Fez, was part of Redskins Radio when I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a big family.
It is.
Family of broadcasters.
He's tough. He's gracious, though.
Who's that?
This is Eastside Jason.
Oh, I didn't know you were still there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to hang up now and listen to your response.
All right, there is no more response.
Okay.
We've already done it, though.
Bye, Elfish.
All right, enjoy being over there in Jersey. Yeah, Harry didn't come in today, and I don't know where Eastside is, somewhere in Jersey. All right, here is, hey, Elfish, we're trying to get a hold of Jen right now.
I don't care.
She is excited.
Then that way you'll have a looker on your arm as you're strutting through Manhattan.
Why not?
Jersey owes me a night.
And you're going to get it next Monday. Next Monday.
If your Redskins can pull off the impossible and get past the Seahawks.
I call it the very possible, Fez, because I think this team doesn't stop. They keep winning all the way to the Super Bowl.
Well, who's got the hot hand? It's the Redskins.
Yeah, sure. Paranoid. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, wasn't Fez supposed to shave his head with Harry, too?
Yeah, he was.
What happened to that, see? Now he's doing it all over again.
Yeah, he backed out of that one. But this time, this is different. Now he's not only shaving his head, Blue Man Group style.
Yeah, shaved head and painted blue. Humiliation upon humiliation.
Yeah, it is.
You know, you don't see a lot of blue, bald-headed people going down the street every day.
I wonder why. But you know what we'll do, Fez, when you're drumming? It'll just be milk in there. It'll be splashing out. It's going to be so cool.
It'll be exciting.
Did Elfish hang up on us?
I hope not. I hope he's not trying to welch out of this thing now that he's set up the new parameters.
No, I know him. He's a good guy. He'll come through.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I want my nothing.
Hey, Joel, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. Wouldn't it be quadruple or nothing?
I don't want anybody to lose their arms and legs. That, to me, is the most frightening thing. I would hate to be a quadruple.
Yeah, I'd shave my head, but you got to stop somewhere. We can't start taking limbs off of each other.
Or you're going to sever someone's spine?
Ah, that ain't right.
I can't even hear about that without my own spine starting to hurt. Hey, Rocco, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, man, yeah. Fez, I love you, Fez, but you're mush. You're mush. The Seahawks are tearing their jerseys up. You're bad luck.
Why would they do that?
If I'm in the Seahawks right now, I'm telling this guy to put a fucking bar towel over his head and stand in the bathroom. Now get in the fucking bathroom. I don't want that face looking at that game.
It's been so long since us Seahawks fans have seen our team in the playoffs. So long. 12 years, I think, we're going on here.
You're not worried about the mighty Redskins?
No, not in the least. I'm willing to triple or nothing on this bet.
Wow. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, buddy.
I really miss Fezzy, by the way. I just
miss
have
him
to say that.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's almost like he's on the radio.
True.
By the way, I totally understand Fezzy pushing this up to next weekend. I mean, having Alfish over the house, it's like having like the male version of Mama at your house.
Yeah, it can't be a nice. You've got to be frightened, Fez.
Yeah, I am turning it into Big Mama's house.
The good thing now with Paranoid and Cigar Sid will be lined up with them. We'll keep them busy. You guys are going to be out in the limo. You're going to Sardi's.
Yeah, that's what I just need, is someone there to run interference for me.
Right.
Some distractions for Elfish. I can't be embarrassed at Sardi's, Ronnie. People know me there.
You know what? I don't even know if we can get you guys in Sardi's. We might have to go a little more modern. First of all, I don't know. You know where you're going to have them stay? The Algonquin Hotel? What are we doing? This is an old school thing?
Is it possible?
You're going to the 21 Club?
What about Elaine's? No.
We got a reputation. Fezzy and I have a reputation.
I forgot the sure spot. I'm sorry.
I would take him anywhere but there.
What about the Olive Garden?
Fezzy, so you're excited being a big Seahawks fan?
Yeah, being a Seahawks fan and knowing that this is it, on the verge, #1 seed.
Yeah.
You know, bye week, home field advantage.
And you guys are back in the playoffs.
Back in the playoffs for the first time since 1984.
Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy. You claim to be such a huge Seahawks fan.
From the beginning, right?
From the beginning, since they came into the league.
Okay, well, you keep saying you guys have been waiting so long to get back to the playoffs. Well, the Rams put you out of the playoffs last year in the first round.
Yeah, I
can't.
can't.
You were in the playoffs last year, and then like 3 years ago, the interception returned for a touchdown at Green Bay.
Yeah, at Green Bay. It seems like you've been in the playoffs a lot.
Yeah, I can't count those games.
They haven't won a playoff game since '84, but he keeps saying that they haven't been to the playoffs since '84, and I just wanted to call him out on that.
Yeah, good point. You don't seem like you're much of a Seahawks fan.
Love him. Love him. I love that coach with the mustache there, the big mustache. I love Baldy, our quarterback. I just love.
What about your running back?
Oh, Runny Runnerton. Yeah, Runny. He's quick, that guy. He is good.
Doesn't seem like much of a fan.
Oh, love my Seahawks.
Well, did you see a little sadness in Texas, Fez, for UT?
Yep, Vince Young not returning to Texas, not returning to the University of Texas national champions. He's going to come out
saying time and time again that he would.
Yeah, he was a junior. He's going to come back for his senior year. Nope, he has decided he is going to the NFL.
Right. Smart move. Now, where does he go? Does he go first round? Does he go top 5? Does he go first? Where's he going to go?
I think he's going to go top 5. I know that was one of his concerns.
Right.
But I think he's too good to pass up.
Who would you pick over him?
I would take Reggie Bush over him.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would take Reggie Bush over Vince Young.
Let me check with you. Earl, would you?
I don't think Reggie Bush is going to come out.
Reggie Bush is definitely coming out. Even his parents said he was coming out. His dad said he would beat his ass if he doesn't come out. Because he's not like he's going to play himself up higher. And let's face it, Leinart probably hurt himself this season. By having a pretty damn good season, he probably dropped himself back where he would have been.
Yeah, so Leinart is the one that I would hold off on if I was a team. If Vince Young is available,
yeah,
I think he goes 2 or 3 spots before Leinart.
I pick Vince Young over Reggie Bush, too. I'm not sure Reggie Bush is going to make it as a pro. He's very small.
And I think the Rose Bowl turned off a lot of pro scouts because the second he made that bad lateral...
that's a fucking
his head
junior high school.
Yeah, and his head went completely out of the game at that point. What if it's a big game? What if it's a playoff game?
You're not going to play in too many bigger games than what you had there. You're going for number one with the whole world watching. It's the one time it's a college game that everybody's watching, and you're trying to do some goddamn backyard touch football move.
No, I'm just saying, like, NFL scouts are probably sitting there going, so what if this was a playoff game? What if this were, what if this is a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Would he make that kind of a bonehead move? And then he took himself completely out of the game. He hung his head all the rest of the game.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi, Ron. I was just thinking, what have we learned from this Vince Young situation? I think we've learned we can't trust black people. I mean, he said he's going to stay, and then he leaves. Herm Edwards said he was going to stay, and now he's leaving. I mean, I think we learned a valuable lesson here.
Yeah, how you feeling about that, Earl? You're losing Herm Edwards.
I mean, it's typical Jets where this is the 4th coach in a row that fired the team. No,
get me out of here.
No, it's true, though. I mean, Herm Edwards fired the team. Belichick fired the team after a day.
He was named successor.
He was named
no.
Yeah, he said, no, I'm not. I quit. Al Groh, he quit to go back to college.
He really wanted to get his degree.
And Parcells quit the Jets. They all quit the Jets. They all fire the Jets. The Jets never fire anyone.
And I think the compensation deal was a 4th-round pick from Kansas City.
A bag of footballs. That's what they got for Herman.
Yeah, basically. Here's a couple of tees. You're on your way. And he's going to make big money in Kansas City. A lot more money he was making with the Jets.
Well, they only given him another extra $1 million, but there's a lot of talent on that Kansas City team.
Yeah.
They went 10-6. They just didn't,
I hate to tell you, but most people had the Jets picked to go to the Super Bowl this year. So Herm knows one thing. That's how to squash talent. Hey, here's Cigar Sid, Fat Baby, calling in all excited. Hey, Fat Baby.
I think there's only one way that we make this triple or nothing bet.
Well, how's that?
Well, we need a payoff, and since Perry backed out the first time with some lame threat and then stuck his nose in now, I think if we lose, it's only fair that we blindfold and cane Perry.
All right, that's fine. So that's what goes on Monday. If those guys lose, Fezzi, you don't bring them to New York. They blindfold and cane Perry. Well, you got it, Cigar Sid. You guys at the Cosmic Circus, you push a hard deal. And you got us for it.
When is enough going to be enough for them?
It's so cool when you get 3 guys that can all speak for each other. It reminds me of what me, you, and Earl have, Fez. It reminds me of that kind of friendship, that kind of bond, that kind of an organization.
It's nice to see that in other people.
Yeah.
Hey,
Elfish.
Yeah.
Well, you strike push a hard bargain, but yeah, you're right. If in the off chance, and who expects
no, that's horseshit.
the Redskins?
I want my ticket today.
You heard what? Were you just listening to what Sid said?
I did not bet. I did not bet what
you
they
can't
bet.
keep going back and forth on this, Elfish.
I did not bet what they bet.
But
you owe me what you owe me.
But you know what?
You owe me.
Sid was never part of the train bet, and Fez picked that up.
I threw him in.
I want the
Elfish, you can't have this both ways. No, you can't have it both ways.
You're trying to cover all your bases, Elfish.
Do me a favor, call Sid back and then call us. Would you do that for me?
You're both welchers.
What are you talking about? Sid was just on the air with us.
I don't give a fuck what Sid said.
You heard what he wanted.
All right, so you're saying Sid's
Fez.
not coming with you. It's just you.
I bet Fez. I want my ticket now.
All right, so it's just you. You will throw out the other 2 guys for just you coming to New York with Fez.
I could give 2 shits. I'm on my way. I want now.
Wow. I have never run into a situation like this before, where 3 guys are involved in a bet, and 1 guy sells the other 2 out.
I earned this shit. I bet this shit before they did.
God, I'm so glad I didn't go in on a lottery ticket with you, Elfish.
Yeah, and Fezzy, you didn't give me a chance to stop saving my head.
You better give Sid a call.
Yeah, because what was Sid's exact words? The only way this will be triple or nothing is if we can do this to Perry.
And
we
you
agreed.
Got it.
No.
Does your word mean nothing?
My ass is on my way to New York today.
Well, yes, you're...
Somehow that didn't even rhyme, and it was supposed to.
You can always stop up here and see us, but it's not part of the bet.
Yeah, it is part of the bet. And I'm staying at Fezzy's house.
No, that can't work out. You've got the triple or nothing.
No, I didn't bet that. You never heard that out of my mouth.
This is driving me crazy, Elfish.
I don't understand where you're coming from, Elfish. You can't have it all.
Well, I have it all. I bet it. I want it. It's mine.
Have you been drinking?
Of course I've been drinking.
Well, then you're not in any case to talk right now. You're in no state.
Mine. It's mine. It's mine. I want my ticket. I want my way.
Well, you better call Cigar Sid. Fat Baby just threw a bet out there.
And if
you're just welcome again, aren't you?
And if you come to my house, you can't drink. I live in a dry building. It's an old YWCA.
Then I won't drink there.
Yeah, believe me, it'll be so pissy. It'll be a wet building.
You promised. I could stay at your house.
Yes, but we just promised Cigar Sid, too.
I don't give a fuck what Sid.
I watch the language. Seriously, you don't hear Fez and I cursing.
I've got to just start betting with gentlemen.
Language.
It's my fucking bet.
Did we meet you through the Cosmic Circus?
Well, fuck them. I won the fucking bet. I won the bet.
You can't sell out your. You can't sell out your friends.
Yeah, well, you sold out yours.
Huh? What's that mean?
I don't know. It's just one big slur there at the end.
I know.
No.
Maybe you should have waited until after the show.
It's mine. It's mine.
We got a call right now from your conscience.
I'm waiting for my ticket.
It's your conscience. Yes, Elfish conscience.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
Oh, jeez. You hate that, don't you, Elfish? Elfish?
Yeah, that's real nice.
You notice I wouldn't say it.
I won.
I haven't said it all day.
I won.
I thought it real loud.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
What did he say?
Said it earlier.
What did he say?
Retarded miscreant or something.
I know I never said miscreant.
I don't care. I won.
Miscreant.
I won.
I know you did. That's.
I won.
All right.
Yeah, that's not too retarded of a laugh.
Did you just hear Cigar Sid call?
I don't care. Nobody makes a bet for me. I made my own bet. I bet.
And now you lie in it.
I didn't see their asses jump up when I first bet.
Yeah, they did. They all joined in.
Really?
Yes, and we allowed
on the first bet?
Yes.
When I took the 5-game bet?
Yes.
No, they didn't.
I can't keep up with everything.
They didn't step up for that.
Elf,
Jesus.
You got one more win. You don't think the Skins can do it?
I've won enough. It's time for me to collect. I want to see New York again.
Yes, you will. From a limousine.
No, and I'll see New York from your fucking apartment because you said I could stay at your house.
All right, hold on. Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say Elvis is sounding a lot like Edge. He wants to cash in his money in the bank.
Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like to hear somebody turn on their friends.
Yeah, I like to see people earn their winnings.
Right.
I earned the fucking winning.
I watched the language.
I earned it. I beat his ass.
You want to get paid up before the game has even been played. Seahawks, Redskins.
Oh, God damn, I gave you double or nothing.
And you won. We're all excited about it.
Yes, and now you guys went and raised the ante for you.
I've never seen a guy win and be angry. How can a guy who's winning, he's on a winning streak, be angry?
Your team is 2 games away from the Super Bowl.
That's because you won't fucking pay.
All right, what did I tell you before about the language? This is satellite, not porno.
Hey up. I'm ready.
Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, what's up, brother?
Hey, man.
Fez, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy.
Get this prick off the air, please. Get this prick off the air, man.
Elfish, you're driving people crazy now.
With your welching.
Tell Fez to kick his ass, man. Kick his ass, Fezzy. F him. Throw him off the air.
You see what you're doing, Elfish?
No, fuck him. And the horse he fucking rode in on that.
I watch the language.
Come on, we have a
All right.
lot of horse lovers that listen to this show.
Come on.
Oh, well, you can eat a horse and lick it.
All right, I'm going to put you on
What?
I'm going to put you on hold. Jeez. I'm sorry.
Wow, is he irate for someone who's won a bet?
He's won 6 weeks in a row, and he's angry.
Some people, they're just never happy.
Hey, here's Cigar Sid, Fat Baby. Hey, Fat Baby.
Hey, Fat.
Do me a favor and call him and work this out.
All right, I'm going to try to.
It's driving me crazy.
We can work this out.
I call him back, all right?
All right.
Elfish, Sid's calling you on the other line.
I don't give a fuck.
And when he calls us, we'll handle it that way, all right?
Well, pay me.
Well, take the call from Sid.
The vodka phone is ringing.
He's got ideas.
What I fucking earned, pay me.
Yes, hang up with us, and Sid will help you.
Maybe Fat Baby Cigar Sid will be able to talk some sense into him here.
I just, I don't even know if you should gamble with him. I'd like to just call the whole thing off.
Fine with me at this point.
Nobody pays anybody anything.
Yeah, we just go our separate ways.
Yes.
We can't be gentlemen about it.
Right.
We agree to disagree. Fine, thank you.
I don't think we could have him at the club. Quick break here, Earl, because you drive me crazy today. Every time I look over at you, you tell me to break. I feel like I'm serious. Every time I turn around, it's a break time.
Sorry about that.
You see that we're involved in something? Didn't we just break a minute ago?
No, not really. About a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago.
Seems long. It seems shorter.
Goes fast in here.
I know it does. Well, when you got someone screaming, F this, F that, it's too much. I got a headache right now, Fuzzy. I need something that could soothe me, something that could make me feel comfortable and bring down my stress. Hey, Opera Boy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. How you guys doing?
Good.
I just wanted to say something about Elfish. I met him the last night you guys were on down here in D.C., and this just doesn't seem like him at all. Where is all this hostility coming from?
No, it's not the Elfish I know.
He just seems like a nice guy. He seems really appreciative of all the time he spent on your show. And
He's a booze hound who can't put the booze down. Here's what I'm asking, Opera Boy. Because I got a little bit of a headache, could you sing me some opera and take my tension away?
Sure.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Just
anything in Italian, and something in Italian.
All right, I'll give you something good.
Italian always it makes me feel better, Fez.
Absolutely, anything for you guys. All right. La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, e più di 100 elico siento. La donna mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta da 100 e di pensier.
Thank you very much, Opera Boy.
Beautiful. Encore. Bravo.
Thank you. Oh, that's so much better. Leopold. It's Leopold. Bum bum bonnet. Bum bum bonnet. Bum bum bonnet. Bum 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 bum. Jeez.
Soothing.
Yeah, it is soothing, isn't it?
It's nice to have.
It is nice to have.
An Opera Boy on call.
Sure. He's always ready for you. Here's Jeremy. Jeremy, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's bullshit that Fez keeps trying to get out of this bet. He made the bet. If you would have bet with Italians like this, they'd come and break your fucking legs.
You know, I don't want to say anything, but there's a little deli around the corner from me that I was in the other day. Big black car pulls up, two Italian guys, excuse me. They take this Irish guy, they start shaking his hand too hard, asking him about money, and take him into the back room.
Oh, interesting. Probably not getting pork chops.
I'm I don't know what you mean by that. But I'm saying he didn't work there. He was a guy, they tracked him to be shopping. I'm like, with my kids, come on, everybody, we're going to head home now. Don't look back. Do not look these people in the face.
You didn't see anything?
No, I didn't see nothing.
Or hear anything.
I give them my usual. Nothing. You know me. Pang, pow, boom. You see my eye. Earl was out to here. No, I don't go out of my way. What am I running, a gossip column? I got no time for that. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, sounds to me like this Elfish guy, he really wants to see New York. Go ahead and pay him, Ron and Fez, because apparently he wants to see it from Retard Island. He said he was going to stay with Fez. Hey, if that's what he bet, give him it. That's a horrible vacation, but if that's what he wants, give it to him.
You know what? You're trying to go to sleep listening to the screams of the doomed. That is no way to enjoy a vacation for yourself.
Oh, God, this weekend there was one of them at a high fever pitch. Just that crazy animal shriek that doesn't even sound like a human moan. It just sounds like someone whacked a rabbit with a fence post. And it sounded like an extra-large skull just hitting the wall all night.
And you can hear it from your apartment?
Yeah, I can hear it down around the corner.
What are you paying, like $40 a month?
No, a lot more.
To live in that squalor?
But they were wound up the other night. I guess they were upset about the Giants losing. I don't know.
They don't know. They fucking think they're actual giants out there. They're just screaming. I'd rather live over there on Queens. So we've never heard back from Mikey D. Is he mad at us again?
Not that I know of. I don't think I did anything this time.
So you admit it was you last time.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah, it started with me forgetting his birthday.
Sal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Fez, I think you need to man up and pay.
It's going about 50-50 here, Fezzy, with a lot of people feeling like you're backing out.
Yeah, I am going to feel awful if I got to pay this thing up on Monday.
But you know what? Fez let Paranoid back out the first time, but this time he's having him stick with it. Hey, Perry.
This is bullshit. Sid just can't call up and make a bet on my behalf. I'm not getting caned over something Sid says.
It's too late, Perry. It's too late. It happened.
He doesn't speak for me.
We all speak for each other here.
You guys got to get your act together.
No blindfolding or caning. That shit hurts, man.
I know it does. And that's why I'm proud of you.
But Sid's not eligible to talk for us.
You're all eligible to talk for each other.
You're interchangeable.
Right.
Absolute bull poop.
I know. I feel like you do. I'm as furious as you are. But what are we? We're men. We all have to go in for this together.
Sid can't talk for me. Sid does not speak for me or the Cosmic Circus.
That's the crazy thing about it.
I think the three of you got to really have a nice little round table and figure out what you want.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's an absolute outrage. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that Elfish is drinking more as the day's going on.
Yeah, they may not let him on the plane. He wins this bet this weekend.
Hey,
he's got to be able to maintain to travel.
Donnie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, I think you're welching on your bet. And, Ron, I really can't believe that you're standing behind him on this.
So whose side are you on?
Well, you never think I'm the type of guy who wants to tease the retards?
I'm on Elfish's side because he won the previous bet. My opinion before you should just called off the double or nothing, and Fez should just shaved it. They should just shaved your head, Fez.
And would have all been over that day, Fezzy.
We can't just call things off because someone wants to.
Right. Huh?
Elfish has agreed. The Cosmic Circus agreed to this triple or nothing.
And, you see Perry doesn't even believe in the skins. He's constantly worried. His head's going to be shaved. He's going to be blindfolded and caned.
Poisoned and or stabbed.
By the way, there's some funny videos on Cosmic Circus right now. I'd like to get the guy's name who's done that. He's done the video for Fat Baby, and he's done the video for Fatty Pneumonia.
He really works good with fat subjects.
Speaking of which, how's your mom doing? She okay?
She's fine. She'll be in town this weekend.
Here's Kevin. You're on Fez. You had a double or nothing against her.
Hey, Fez, you got to pay up, man. I mean, you're making all the homosexuals of the world look bad.
All right, so that's one for Elfish.
He's making their asses hurt, I'll tell you that.
You got to pay up. I just started thinking that all you queer guys were pretty nice bunch of fellas, but hey, man, you're a bunch of welchers. You're the only gay guy we know. Come on, Ron.
Where are you calling from? Allentown with that accent? It's just the most amazing accent.
It's a Pittsburgh accent.
All right, thank you very much. He's a Yenzer. Pittsburgh really excited about the fact that they went into Cincinnati and won that one.
Yeah, they were behind. Then, of course, they break Carson Palmer's knee, and they beat up John Kitna.
They're heading into Indianapolis now?
Yeah.
That's an exciting game. That's finally going to be the first really big, exciting game.
Yeah, so that'll be the early game on Sunday. Colts 9.5-point favorites against the Steelers at home.
After I had to sit and watch Blowhard's Jaguars shit the bed, after they did this gigantic, I had to listen to Blowhard. Keep an eye on the Jaguars. You know why? His girlfriend lives in Jacksonville. So his one big connection is his girlfriend likes him.
Now, Archie Manning, he was talking after the Giants debacle yesterday, and he said, he felt bad that the Giants were out of it, and then goes, well, let's see what we can do in Indianapolis. We got one more shot.
I still have another son in this. Now, Michael Vick's mom may be in the same position in a couple years. Michael Vick's brother coming out of college, right?
Yeah, Marcus Vick kicked off of the Virginia Tech team altogether.
Not only kicked off the team, kicked out of the university. So he cannot even go and finish this education.
So he is going to enter the NFL draft.
You know what I would love to see draft him? The Falcons, where he would be the backup to his own brother. That has never happened before. You know that his brother would spend time with him, going over the plays and stuff.
And you would just see two Vic jerseys on the sidelines. You would never know which one was in.
Yeah.
They could really keep you guessing that way.
Hey, Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I think now that Elfish agreed to this bet and his associates, I think, Fez, I think it's dangerous. The next game could be, a lot of paying out.
Yeah, I mean, you are really digging a hole for yourself, Fez.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens with gambling. Yes, I'm extending myself here.
It's a disease, isn't it?
It really is.
Here's Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
I don't know the cure.
Hey,
Stop.
How did you get out of not shaving your head when Harry lost?
I think it was the heart attack.
No, that's no excuse.
When a guy's having a heart attack, he can't run a razor over his head.
And the doctor can't explain it. I really have no memory of anything before that heart attack.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. I don't recall. Who's that over there, Ronnie?
That's Earl.
Oh, hi, Earl. Nice to meet you.
So
nice to meet you, too.
You don't even know who you blow.
Yeah, well, that's him. No wonder I didn't recognize the face.
Jeremy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I miss Fez's hair.
Me too.
Fez, you got to pay up, buddy. You got to pay up.
Tell me about it, because I am in the hole. If the Seahawks lose this weekend, I will have to pay this up.
Yeah,
and it's getting costly, my friend.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Thank you. Go Seahawks. Go Hawks. Hawks football.
Hey, Joe, you should be on Ron and Fez.
SH.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't I see little Marcus Vick catching the balls from Michael Vick in the end zone in Atlanta?
Being a receiver? I think Michael Vick should be a receiver, too. I think the whole family should run a fucking post pattern together. We're going to need Elfish back for the end of the show. By the way, that was Mark Muse who has done the videos right now that are on the CosmicCircus.com. The Cosmic Circus has a big bet up against Fez now.
Wow, it's all going into this weekend. It's a Monday, and I'm already too excited for the weekend. Seahawks versus Redskins. Seahawks win, it's nothing. If Redskins win, it's triple what I owe the Cosmic Circus. A head shaving, flight to New York, dinner at Sardi's, limousine transportation, and once my head is bald, I appear as a member of the Blue Man Group.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, that's a laundry list there. They have got me over a barrel.
They're taking advantage of you, my
They
friend.
really are, because they know I love the game of football.
You do?
I love Seahawk football.
What is it about Seahawk football that works for you like that?
It's one of those things, Ronnie, where it's the little engine that could. A lot of people think, maybe the Seahawks, they shouldn't have been in the league. They shouldn't have been brought into the league in 76.
They've never appeared. This is 30 years now. And they've never appeared once in a Super Bowl. Let's go over the teams that have it. Cleveland Browns.
Never
have appeared in a Super Bowl. The Colts have as Baltimore, but never the Indy Colts. But I guess you got to say the Colts have appeared in a Super Bowl. Falcons have appeared. Saints have never appeared in a Super Bowl.
Right, never.
Cardinals have never appeared in a Super Bowl.
No.
And is that the only other West Coast team?
I'm trying to think. You got.
Of course, the New Texans haven't appeared.
Right.
In a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And everybody else has been there?
I think that
Detroit Lions never appeared in the Super Bowl.
There you go.
So I think I got them all. So that's still quite a few teams in 40 years have never even showed up once. Hey, here's Bobo. Bobo, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey, buddies. How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, brother. Hi, brother.
I wanted to put in a little appeal for poor little Elfish. He's just a little drunk. Can't you give him what he needs? This means so much to him, and who knows if there'll even be a tomorrow for him.
So what are you saying?
That maybe you should just let him come up and have his final heyday, his last great moment before.
Well, that's up to Elfish. I mean, right now he and Sid and Perry have all got together and decided that this is, that they want a triple or nothing.
Yeah, this is a package deal here. Triple or nothing. It's me against the Cosmic Circus. Of course, my buddy, my main man, Eastside Dave, is in on it, too.
Sure.
He'll also be another third of the Blue Man group.
He's like the boy wonder for you, huh?
Oh, yeah, he is right there.
So he's right along in on it?
Yeah, sure.
Of course he
They
is.
speak for each other.
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
Just like the Cosmic Circus speaks for each other.
Yeah.
All right, Bobo.
Okay, love you guys.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, I understand Bobo. I mean, a good plan would be keep this bet running long enough that Elfish's heart and liver finally kicks out.
That's pathetic when those guys have Bobo call for him,
Stooping so low. Bobo, you call. Here's the number.
All right, Kevin doesn't like the way you got this lined up. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, as an ex-gambler, it's not triple or nothing right now. You guys are the double or nothing.
Yeah, it really is double or nothing. It's double.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Because we're doubling the double.
Right.
Talk to you now, guys.
All right, talk to you later.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Go Hawks.
So double or nothing is the way we're going to have this lined up. We probably should get shirts for everybody, too, Earl. So everybody's wearing the double or nothing shirts.
I doubled.
Yeah.
On the Seahawks.
Hey, Elfish, where are you watching the game at next week?
At Fergus's house.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're coming up to watch the game to see what...
Well, I'm waiting for the ticket, Because I haven't bet shit. He owes me, and I want my ticket now.
Elfish, you're so drunk right now, I can't even understand you. What are you saying?
I want my ticket now.
You're saying you want to trade it all away for a glass of vodka?
No, I want my ticket now.
I can't understand them.
You owe me.
What are you drinking?
I don't care. You guys owe me. I bet and I won twice. So pay.
What happened with the stuff that you set up with Cigar Sid and
Well,
Perry?
I didn't set up shit with anybody.
I don't understand. You're drunk. Can I talk to a sober person?
Yeah, this is a sober person.
No. Should I talk to Sid or Perry?
You owe me. I want my ticket now.
Is Sid or Perry there?
No.
I think he wants out of it altogether. I can't tell.
Yeah.
All right. I want my ticket now. Now.
What ticket?
Drink tickets? New York doesn't have drink tickets.
It happens after Seattle. Fezzi, why don't you tell him what he can win after the Seattle bet?
Oh.
I don't give a fuck.
Elfish, it is so exciting. You got a chance to win a flight to New York City for you and the Cosmic Circus.
I don't give
No trains, no buses, a plane ride. You'll be picked up at beautiful John F. Kennedy International Airport in a limousine, which will be blasting the greatest hits of the band Foreigner. Then you are whisked off to a night on the town. It is dinner at Sardi's for you and your guests. Plus, if that wasn't enough, Elfish, Fez will shave his head, and then I'll have it painted blue as if I was appearing in the Blue Man group. It's airfare, transportation to and from the show, dinner, and entertainment in the form of a mock Blue Man group. All yours, Elfish. All you need to do is have the Redskins beat the Seahawks this Saturday.
Now, Elfish, as a former member of the Redskins radio pregame show, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be cheering for you, buddy. I think we can do this.
I didn't bet that. He owes me now.
We got the old coach back.
Ticket now. I want my ticket now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now.
I'm sorry, do you think Joe Gibbs is in the locker room telling those guys, well, we've done enough, we've won enough?
I hope not.
Well, no need to even go to Seattle. We've won enough for our season.
Hey, Cigar Sid?
No. Yeah.
Would you call him and work this out?
I tried. It doesn't look like he wants to budge.
Well, you got to make it budge. Make this thing happen.
Yeah, no. There's not a...
What?
There's not a budge because...
You're so drunk right now.
Too.
You're so drunk right now.
They never remember what they bet, these drunks.
I know. I almost want to flag them.
I know what I bet, and I know what I own.
All right, here's what I've decided, okay? And I want you to listen to this, and I need to get this in, but it's going to make everybody happy.
Finally.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.